for people.
Really?
Yeah, just people were fine with it. They would just produce that instead of spending so much to produce like the high end Coca-Cola formula.
It's brightness.
Look, it's yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Green.
I mean, of course, there's Epstein.
And I'm just changing the brightness.
Jeff.
I mean, he killed himself, right? I mean, sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right. Conspiracy theory.
JFK.
JFK is a big one.
That's true. Yeah.
Man, you see the video of that? His head popped like a fucking like melon, bro.
Fuck, he's sitting there trying to put it back together. It's okay, honey, I got you.
I never seen the full video until kind of recently, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god.
I played Black Ops and was like, I gotta see that video.
Oh yeah, Cold War.
No, Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one is when he gets killed, isn't it? Isn't that like the war, like Bay of Pigs and all that shit? Like that's when you go in Cuba and stuff, and like Vietnam and shit.
No, that's Cold War. That's the newest one.
No, because you save woods out of that fucking shipping container in Vietnam.
That was in is that Nicaragua?
I'm not sure.
Man, there's I'm pretty sure you're in Vietnam in part 1 of Black Ops.
Oh yeah, I think so. Is it Nam? Yeah, maybe.
Because JFK is a character in 5. In the fucking zombie mat.
Yeah, he is there.
Oh yeah.
And Nixon, Fidel Castro,
I think it is
and
yeah, you might be right. Well, I know
I think it was in that time period.
Well, there's a point in Cold War they mentioned his assassination. It's like a code to a door or something. Like the day he died.
I didn't really play Cold War.
I tell you,
I
didn't like the multiplayer.
I love the
zombies.
I guess I played the fuck out of the zombies, but I never played like the campaign or the multiplayer.
That's the only thing I played. I played the multiplayer a little bit, but
for competitive, it's one of the best Call of Duties most recently, because anything made on the MW engine is just shit to play with. It's awful games.
Did Sledgehammer have anything to do with Cold War?
I can't remember now, actually.
No,
because that's what the MW. That's who makes those games, right? Sledgehammer.
I can't remember now. I have to look it up real quick, actually.
Which call it makes them?
Because I know Treyarch and Activision does Black Ops.
Yeah. Infinity Ward?
Yeah, yes, Infinity Ward, yes.
Modern Warfare? Yeah.
But yeah, just that engine is awful, I think, in my opinion. Like
audio is so garbage in Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like you just don't hear people walking. You can't hear people.
Yeah, and then Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, I have this setting on in my headset and I can hear footsteps real good.
Oh yeah, so that makes sense.
Crazy.
That makes a lot of sense.
The fact that you have to go in there and adjust your settings so that you can hear it, the game should not fucking run like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand.
But that was like the first time I ever turned on visual audio on Fortnite. I was like, this is cheating.
Yeah, right.
Well, at first they had to do it like you can put it on, but there wouldn't be any audio with it, and then they got rid of it or something, and then they fixed the setting where you can hear and see at the same time.
So
that's
everybody and their grandmother uses it.
So it's for like deaf people, right? Or right, people that can't hear.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
Hearing,
that's what it's meant.
So we're taking advantage of a handicap because I play with that on.
Oh yeah,
everybody does at that point, because at first it like you literally couldn't hear audio. It would get rid of that and just use the visual, but then they're like, okay, everybody's using this or wants to use it, so now you can hear both and see. Which is
I personally like it.
Well, yeah, because you can see
helps
footsteps from a mile away.
But you imagine how different it would be if that wasn't there. I feel like the game would be, everybody wouldn't be so cracked at it.
Oh yeah,
because you wouldn't be able to hear people rolling up on you.
Yeah,
like walking.
Certain people with certain headsets, you'd be like,
that's very true.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to Battle Royale, man, I don't know if it's a popular opinion, but I think Fortnite's got it in the bag.
You don't think it's a popular opinion?
Well, a lot of people don't like Fortnite. Say it's for kids.
Do you know how many like Fortnite?
No, is it the most played Battle Royale game?
Yeah.
Fortnite's probably like the most played game right now.
Yeah.
Like it's actually still huge.
Even not just BR, but just the game itself. It's
well, they're starting to open it up there because they got that Guitar Hero on there.
Well, when they started, when they opened up the creator shit where you can make basically whatever the fuck you want in that, that's when people were like, oh yeah, this is actually a good game now.
Yeah, they had a really good team working on it. They're like so creative and they all these different things you can do with it.
And do you want to know why they're the biggest? I can tell you one reason exactly why they're the biggest company in the biggest game right now. Literally the exact reason. Any other game could do this. Literally one reason. They listen to their motherfucking community.
That's true. 1000%.
You know what that thing? You know that thing called no builds? Yeah. Right there. You won 1 billion people back with that, man.
Yeah, that. Well, I didn't play Fortnite because I couldn't build.
Exactly. Like,
so, because I just couldn't get the grasp the concept of doing it real fast. I didn't play it enough. But as soon as they brought the zero builder, I'm like, this is fun. This is fun.
When you allow people to play how they want to play, then they're gonna play your fucking game. That's the end of story. When you tell people, no, we actually know better than you. We're gonna like determine what should be the modes you guys can play. Like, people don't like that shit. Like, end of story.
Yeah, I like that they just open it up. I mean, so many companies can just learn from them and say, hey, maybe we should listen to our community.
Well, the people that are playing their games are the ones that are buying it. So you know what I mean? So like they should have an input if something isn't good.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that do you know who Battlestate Games is? The ones that make Escape from Tarkov?
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah, there was a version of their game back, what was it, a couple years ago? It was like $100 or something, or $90 US or something.
I think it's been open. I think it's been buyable since release. I'm not 100% sure, but it's their most expensive one.
Or is it like a $250 version?
No, their most expensive one is called the EOD edition.
Yeah.
Like, you know how games have special editions and shit you can buy with all the added shit. So it was $150 and that got you like everything in the game, access to all the future DLC and shit like that. It was like a week or two ago. They added a new version called the Unheard edition, and so this version comes with like this item called I don't know if it's like the Charm of the Unheard or something of the Unheard. Anyway, it's an item you can use where in the game there's these NPCs called scavs that are like they're bots, but not like regular Call of Duty bots. Like, these things are fucking insanely accurate. They're gonna kill you. Yeah, like they're like as good as players sometimes. And yeah, you don't get shot at from farther than 60 meters. So anybody that is a player shooting, or anybody that's shooting at you from farther than 60 meters,
you know it's not a bot.
It's a player, you know.
That's
the definition of pay to win right there. You only get it with buying that $250 version, by the way.
Game $250.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they
also they added a co-op offline PvE mode that you can play with friends. You can only play that if you get the $250 version.
Yeah, the people that bought the like highest edition back in the day, they were gypped out of this. They're made to pay like $100 more. They
said on the forums it's not considered DLC. It's considered a game mode and a feature, so you don't get access to it unless you have the $250 version.
They keep doubling down. Yeah, they're pieces of shit. Like, they're fucking up hard.
Well, also, you got to think about the track record of this company. They've literally said, we're not going to hire anybody outside of Russia. So if you want to work for our company, you have to move to Russia.
Dumb. I mean, not dumb, because I guess they have their national pride, but
still.
Fuck, man.
How does that leave room for any creativity, though?
It doesn't. Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't necessarily.
So, like, the CEO, the guy Nikita, he just basically wants it done exactly how he wants it. You know, everything ran. I mean, which is fair. It's your game. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. But if people stop playing, it's because you do stupid ass shit like this. I know a lot of people that aren't going to play it anymore because of that.
Yeah, they fucked up. As soon as they announced that, it was downhill. Because that was a pretty popular game.
Oh, insanely popular.
Tarkov?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Like a crazy Milsim.
Like twice.
I've watched gameplay, but I've never played it.
I only played like twice. But that was back when I was just getting better at like keyboard and mouse. And so I got the second game I think I played, it got fucked up real quick. But I never played it again.
How the fuck would you play a racing game on a keyboard?
Use your arrows to turn.
With A and D?
You cannot do precise turns with that.
What do you mean? You get instant turns.
Yeah, but like, let's say you needed to do a slight turn.
What do you mean?
Like, let's say it was just like a slight, like, over, like,
oh, that's why people have, that's why people have wheels.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, would you be able to do that with like a PC, or would you constantly have to like tap it to keep yourself?
It just, exactly what you're talking about. Unless you have it set up a certain way, like I'm sure you could bind directions
like a
to
half
keys.
Press.
You probably could.
No, I just mean like certain degrees to a direction depending on the game. Like certain games go that in depth, but Yeah,
I
I'm sure
played
most probably not.
Fortnite Racing on my keyboard.
Yeah, that one's a
It's
little
okay.
easier to play because it's a
Yeah,
lot of sharp
it's pretty
turns
tough.
and drifting.
I would I don't know. I don't know how many racing games I would play on my computer. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Racing games aren't that big. There's only one that's really big, and it's more like for the sharp turns, like you're saying. It's an arcade style, and that's called Trackmania. A lot of
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
played that.
Right.
Pretty
It's
fun.
Yeah, racing games. Forza, they pretty much have it down because like Need for Speed sucks.
Right now, yeah, it's really
Yeah,
bad.
I don't like that. Like
What
they
was the last
even
good one?
I haven't played. And
People would say
so
literally people would say last good one is like fucking Most Wanted.
yeah,
or
like
Need for
that long
Speed.
ago.
Yeah.
Carbon was even a good one.
That's
like-
crazy.
It's been a while, man. All the shit they've released for recent consoles, like Xbox 360, PS3 onward, has just been garbage.
It's
I
just
mean-
repetitive.
Yeah, the only Heat, I didn't mind, honestly. I thought it was all right, but
The
then
concept of it was pretty cool.
yeah, but that newest one that just come out sucks ass. I can't
The
remember.
I don't like the whole cartoon concept, man.
Yeah, like Heat was one thing, like it was
Just got
it
deja
was a
vu.
little bit over the top there, but then after like the new one is that's just next level.
and you can't even turn it off.
Yeah.
Like you can't when you do burnouts, that cartoon effect that comes out, you can't turn that off.
I mean,
it
that's
sucks.
fine with me. I don't care.
Man,
I wouldn't care. Probably.
it's and also the physics of it, I don't enjoy. Like it's too cartoony.
Yeah, that's fair.
Forza has got that simulation thing down.
Yeah, I like Forza.
It's fun. It's fun to
I-
play with a group of people, man.
Which one did I play?
That's true, yeah.
I played.
Horizon
Yeah, probably the first one, right? There's two.
or at
Oh, fuck, there's,
Horizon
like-
5 now.
Oh, right. It was
We all used to
Which
play
one
the
was it?
shit out of Horizon 3.
maybe.
That was the one that we all like used to join up and play.
Yeah, that one was pretty fun. I remember that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Which game what games do you think you could play keyboard mouse?
I could probably play a fighting game.
That's the worst thing to do.
I could probably play like a Mortal Kombat
With a
or
keyboard and mouse. That's what you pick? A fighting game?
like UFC or something. I could probably play keyboard and mouse.
Would you use keyboard and mouse for a fighting game?
It just depends, honestly,
would
on the
you?
game.
But like I've
honestly,
never
no, seriously, it depends.
I have
on the game.
never tried a game on keyboard and mouse before, so I
'Cause
couldn't
would you
even
punch
tell
with
you.
your mouse?
No, with the key.
Right.
It'd be just like
Suppose.
like an arcade style, you know what
Sort
I
of,
mean? Your button
yeah.
would be programmed to do certain things.
Yeah, because it's stuck in the. You wouldn't need your mouse for anything because you're stuck in the
There,
that
there,
space.
there are certain players that have made it to like, world championships and shit using a keyboard in
That
games
is
like
fucking
that. Actually,
insane.
there are people that have like
I suppose.
modded controllers, especially in like, what is it, Smash and stuff like that.
Mm.
You can get specifically modded controllers so it's easier on your hands to do combos and shit like that. There's a certain amount you can do within the rules. It's a bit different than like Call of Duty and shit like that.
I like what are the fighting sticks? What they're called?
Are those the old fashioned controllers?
Yeah,
Like,
where you have
do a lot of people use those?
With the arcade sticks?
Arcade style controllers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah, I have one. It's pretty fun.
think is it a lot of pros that use it?
Oh yeah, that's what it's
Yeah.
mainly made for.
That's what I assumed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there was a super.
What
I
was
don't know if
it?
it was expensive, but it was a big one that came out. I forget which game it was for, but you could use it obviously probably on any fighter. But I was like, yeah, that'd be sick. But I don't like fighters that much.
When was the last? What was the last one that you played?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Which one was it? 11. Yeah, the one before this newest one.
Yeah, I was playing Street Fighter 6. That was pretty fun.
Oh.
It's honestly not that bad.
Right, yeah. No, actually, you know what? The last fighter I played, it was just a demo. It was JoJo. All-Star Battle.
I was playing UFC the other day, but I want to fucking try and get back into Tekken
Oh yeah.
with
Tekken.
King.
Tekken's
the animal mask.
He's like half leopard, half human.
King. Yeah, he's got the
And he like
tiger
Jin
mask
and
on.
or Huarong. I used to play that game a lot as a kid, man.
Best, I think the best character in that, and Yoshimitsu, is he in there?
Is that the guy with the ninja,
The samurai
robotic
sword, then he
ninja?
like spins in the air and shit.
Yeah, he was
he's
good,
cool.
man.
Oh shit. Who's the main guy in that? Who had that fucking hair?
Jin.
Jin.
Oh, okay.
And he's not a
Sweet.
good guy either. That's what I love about the story of that game.
He's a bad guy.
Oh yeah, he looked pissed.
Oh,
He,
like,
doesn't he end up turning into like a devil at the end of one of them?
I think I don't know honestly about the lore.
What Tekken are we at now?
8.
It is 8. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Okay.
But like I've been seeing videos, man. Like some people are crazy at that.
Yeah.
Like they don't even get a hit in.
Yeah, that's the top of the top for fighting. It's crazy.
Yeah, those games when you get up there in the competitive, you have to learn how to juggle. That's your combos are juggling people. So like you said, you touch them and they don't even get to touch the ground. They just die from your combo.
That's crazy.
That Dragon Ball Z fighting game too. Do you guys see any of the gameplay
Oh,
of that?
like
The newest
Dragon
one,
Ball
right?
Fighter Z or
yeah,
whatever.
man. I seen a video where they did the same moves on each other like for like 2 minutes. They were doing the same thing to each other.
The coolest clip I ever seen from a fighting game I actually just watched like a few days ago. Well, one of the coolest I should say. It was actually from the JoJo game
Oh,
where I mean Zach wouldn't really get the reference, but like they basically recreate a scene from the anime where Dio and Jotaro are fighting.
yeah.
And he stops time, thinks he gets Jotaro, and then he's like, or he like fucking teleports behind him. Yeah, it was sick, man.
Oh, dude.
I was like, that is fucking awesome.
That,
When you get
that scene
those,
was fire.
when you get those fighting game moments where it's like, oh, that was like choreographed, like there's
Yeah.
some, you know what I mean? Even in UFC, when you get a nice combo and it knocks someone out or
Yeah.
something like that, you're like, oh fuck. The dopamine from that is.
Oh yeah.
I just love seeing them match each other when they do the same moves to each other, and it's like
If I could right now,
They
I'd pull up a
match.
clip. I'd pull up a clip. It was a Street Fighter clip that's still like the best that I've ever seen. It's Ty could tell you that the like in the frame that you have to do something to do a move, they like equal out a little bit and they have like no health and they're doing the same moves to each other, canceling each other out. It's an incredible fucking crazy clip.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the big clip that I think is that
it's
it was
satisfying to
insane.
see who's going to mess up first, who's going to
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
up first.
It's like- I'd go to like a
It's just weird how
One
they
of
think
those.
alike when they're fighting at that when it's like last hit or something. And
Because
they just,
you know what it is. You have when you get that to that level, you have a flow chart literally in your head. You say, okay, we're at this state. So what's the best thing I can do? Because they go positive, negative. So positive is when you hit someone and they block it. So I guess in the same frame, it would be like a parry. So like when you hit each other in fighting games like Street Fighter, it's a parry. So you hit it the exact same frame at the exact same time,
it cancels out.
it cancels out because you did the exact like you know what I mean?
really wish
And it
I could
doesn't have
pull
to be
up
the
clip.
exact same move. You just have to hit it at the same time. So they have the flow chart in their head. They're like, okay, this is the best move I can do. So they both do the best move. And then they parry. And then they go, okay, the flow chart starts again in
Yeah.
their head. What's the best move I can do?
And they both could do the same
You know what I
thing.
mean? So it literally it becomes a mind game of who can do something that is like suboptimal. So
Just,
that you can fake the person out into them being like, why the fuck did they do that?
You're like, whoa, I didn't like why like you just took a chance to do that.
Well,
would
it's
I
some real
type in
anime
a-
shit.
I don't know what the clip's called.
Street Fighter.
Let me find it because there's a good one called the Daigo parry. Type that in.
The Daigo parry.
Yeah, because there's a famous one, Daigo Umehara, who's like a Street Fighter legend. In Street Fighter 2, he parried Justin Wong's at like Evo Grand Championship. He parried Chun-Li's Super, which is like frame perfect.
2004.
Yeah, it's old school. But like everyone can do this now, which is the crazy part.
That's loud.
Which is
Knock it
crazy.
down.
Like the skill creep of games now is actually nuts because of how much we can share information more now.
Yeah, that's true.
People
Yeah.
learn so much faster.
What's Evo stand for?
Evolution Fighting Championship or something. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It's just whatever edgy name they made it.
Oh.
Well, look, Justin Wong's
got-
fucking them up.
We got who is it? Chun-Li and who?
Ken.
Ken,
Yeah.
yeah. Right.
But watch. Yeah. Look at his health.
Yeah, his health. Oh, he has like
And
no
he's
health.
just
He has one
Justin
hit.
Wong's waiting for him to throw it a move. Watch. That's frame perfect.
To block those are crazy.
Every single one of that is a parry.
So he's pressing it every time it.
Yeah. So to parry in this game, you have to. Yeah.
Oh
Block
my
every single one.
god, bro!
To parry in this game, it's a 2-button combo, so you have to hit like it would be Y and B at the same time.
That's crazy.
So he's just basically sitting there. Why? Bam, 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 bam. He
Man.
probably has one button assigned to both, so he can do that because he, like a Ken legend, right?
2004. That's
He had to be there. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
20 years ago.
And you know what the crazy part is? Little kids can do that shit now
Oh,
because of the skill
absolutely.
creep. It's
That's
absolutely nuts, man. Another big one. Yeah, there's another big one where they do the exact same move. I think they're both playing Evil Ryu or something like that.
I think
Street Fighter 4? Street Fighter
yeah.
5? I can't remember.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember that one.
There's a crazy clip.
The name of it. Oh, fuck. I dropped my phone.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the podcast, guys. We're 20 minutes in and just getting to the intro now.
Yeah, that was all pre-intro. Like Terrence
This is
said.
all, yeah, this is all pre-intro. We're talking about video games, obviously, but today's episode's about conspiracy theories. Exciting.
Yeah.
You know, let us know if you guys have any conspiracy theories that you believe in. Not even the popular ones. Just say, you know, they're poisoning my town.
There's
or
fluoride
something.
in the water.
Yeah,
That
actually, what do you guys think about fluoride?
I think that well, not fluoride, but Alex Jones, I think, was right. Apparently,
You know, some of the stuff he was saying is actually like happening.
yeah. You know the whole making the frogs gay thing. Apparently, that's legit. There's like hormones and stuff that
To a
are fiddling
degree,
with.
yes. To a
Yeah, I was
degree.
gonna say to a degree. They're like it's messing with animals like hormones and stuff because of our water. Yeah.
What about Bigfoot?
Oh shit.
No, not real, man.
I don't think so at this point now, because so many people have tried to look for Bigfoot. I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't really looked for too much proof though. Yeah, let's just knock out the popular ones and see if we agree and see if we were like, yeah, this one's good.
You guys think people were on the moon?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So recently there was a guy. What's his name? Bart something. He was on Rogan's podcast. He's like the head dude, the top guy that is against the moon landing.
Yep.
And he has the he's like the most expert on that
It
the moon
not
landing.
being
Yeah,
real.
the moon landing being fake. And he was making some okay points, I guess, but I don't know.
The only thing that gets me in that footage of them up there, man, is like how was the fucking flag blowing in the air, man? Like it looked stiff. It did look stiff. I give it that. Like,
But
and I do understand there is solar winds,
But even
but
I
like
don't know.
for it to have a steady.
And that yeah, I don't know.
And why haven't we gone back?
That's what I was gonna say. Why haven't we gone back? I forget the reasoning. I read it somewhere, but they just don't have a division of that want to go back.
There's just nothing there. It's not worth it.
That's what I was gonna
not
say.
worth
It's
the
probably,
money to go back. There's nothing.
Yeah, he brought up a point where it was confusing because this guy in 2014 said that they don't have the tech, or it's dangerous tech, or dangerous for the tech that they have to go through the like radiation field in the atmosphere to go into space. He's trying to say that it's deadly, like it'll kill people. And he was actually the person that he was talking about in the clip. He said it was just dangerous for the equipment. And also, if he doesn't think people went on the moon because you can't go through that atmosphere, does he just believe like astronauts have never been to space?
So with that one, I actually think with the moon landing, I think that clip that everyone sees, I think that's fake. That's fake, but we
Yeah.
really did go to the moon. Yes, the U.S. did go to the moon. Did anyone land on it? Is there any proof of anyone landing on it? I think some of the pictures, I think, are real, because if you look, I don't know, I've seen a lot of that clip, and if you look at the way, I don't know if it's just because it's old footage or what, but just the way it looks like the ground is almost like it's almost like fucking like some styrofoam or something in those old clips. But then if you look at actual pictures with higher definition, it does look like it's not, it's not just basic ass styrofoam. Obviously they could make real fakes, like it's government shit, right? But that's what I think personally, is like we did go to the moon.
So like,
Yeah.
does that guy also believe that we don't have a space, like an international space station up there?
I didn't listen too far in.
Like-
I never got the chance to continue it. But so he grew up. He said he was like 4 when the pictures of the people that went to the moon he got them or something. And he looked at them for, he said something like 10 years. Like every day he'd look at them because he was such a big fan of NASA and believed in them. And then one day when he was like 14, he like seen them and he's like, I don't know, this kind of looks like not fake, but like looks weird. And then maybe it was from that point on, he was just like convinced that it wasn't real. I don't know. Some of his arguments are a little strange. Like that's what I'm saying. Does he believe in the people are in space? Like there's a space station right now, or what? Because at that point, when he was talking about that other guy talking in the clip, saying that it's like too dangerous to go to the atmosphere, does he any space travel? Does he just not believe in,
Like,
or is it just the moon landing? I don't know.
yeah, because like that would mean that he doesn't believe that there's satellites and stuff up there because the equipment wouldn't be able to handle the radiation.
Yeah, that's
But like
another
that,
thing.
but like we have GPS, we have fuck people use satellite internet for God's sake.
Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink for fuck's sakes. Like that's like
That's another good question. Like that, or another thing that it brings up. You know those cameras that they used back in the day for those pictures on the moon stuff.
Yep.
Like they're decent quality for back in the what is it 60s?
Well, yeah, the government had
crazy.
like extremely well developed cameras and things like that. They had their own internet. They still do, I should say. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet that they had built from like, because they started inventing computers in the 40s.
Right. Yeah. The big whole rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like by the time the 60s were rolling around, the government had a lot of technology capability that just wasn't in public demand yet.
Yeah. Imagine what they have now then, because
Oh.
what like civilians have in like.
So it's already been made known that the CIA has their own AI. So think about
Oh.
the shit that they could have that they're just not telling you.
well, do you think
Speaking
like
of
with
conspiracy
Area 51, do you think they have like supposedly conspiracy that they have like they're working on dark matter there? They're trying to figure out how to be able to use it.
You know, I believe in Area 51. They got something there, maybe.
No, I do too, man. I do too.
But I think something came out. Someone, I don't know if it's Canadians. Someone had a theory that recently came out that dark matter just doesn't exist. It's not real. And I don't know what kind of proof that they showed, but it's just a theory so far. But they're like, that's not actually a thing. So I
So
don't know.
there's actually there's this new field being talked about in science, and it's kind of like a pseudoscience right now, but it's kind of have a conspiracy. It's not like super conspiracy, I guess, but it's just like a theory of dark matter and shit like that. It's actually information. That's what makes up, what is it? How much did they say? A third of the universe or something is dark matter.
Mm.
So that's what is actually dark matter, is just information storage. So in reality, information theory is this theory, and I'm gonna fuck it up, so don't quote me on this. But the way I was reading it, and I'm not super versed in it, it's basically when we're looking at something, that is information being displayed in a physical form by the universe.
Okay. Right.
So if you get what I mean,
Like
it's
code in a video game.
essentially, yes. So it is essentially all just small zeros and ones, infinitesimally small that we can't see, that make up that like bag.
So a simulation.
That's what I'm gonna get at. Yeah.
Precisely, yes.
Simulation theory. Yeah.
So it's a part of simulation theory that you have to accept that either A, as humans, we're gonna die before we get to the point of where we can process this, and to recreate this, and that we're actually the what's it called? The product of a higher, like, advanced race, advanced species.
Like humans,
Not like humans are just the pets of basically.
or us humans are the pets of upper
higher
Bro, they
tier
did
of
a
people.
whole
humans.
episode on Futurama on this, and they create a simulation that starts off as like just little blocks, right? But they slowly start to evolve, and they get to the point where they're like full 3D dimensional figures, and then they make a simulation,
Oh my god.
but then they start to question, and they're like, "Are we in a simulation?"
So that's
And then
That's the question.
them watching them question that, they start to question, are we in a simulation?
precisely what's happening in real life right now.
I
Because we're at that
think-
point now where we can literally recreate.
That's the thing that the quantum computers and stuff, they want to be able to get to a point to be able to simulate something, and they're almost there, like in 10 years maybe. I think I heard. I believe we are. I think so. Maybe. I thought, what if the Big Bang that everyone describes, this big whole like explosion, was like someone turned on a computer.
That's what I was just going to say. What if it was just someone turning us on?
Yeah, yeah,
Starting.
like when the lights
Starting the
go
program.
on. Yeah, like when your computer turns on and the lights light up on the monitor.
That first initial shot of electricity it takes to turn on everything.
Yeah, maybe that was the boom, simulation started.
No, it did. It makes sense, man. Like it's
So this guy, I think N. Bostrom, I don't know, Nick Bostrom, he published in Philosophical Quarterly. This is back in 2003, by the way. This is, what I mean? This isn't a new theory. So
crazy.
essentially, he's saying that.
Right around the time Matrix came out. A few years
Yeah,
after.
actually, I was gonna say
Maybe
that's right
what
around that
sparked
time.
it.
So let's just say like all humans are information.
Mm.
Everything is information. We're just not at that stage yet computationally.
Mm,
Probably for our entire lifetime
probably.
that we won't be.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
well, they
thing.
were even doing a thing where they're starting to use AI on the Sims, like the NPCs on there.
Mhm.
And they're wondering if when they start using artificial intelligence, if they're going to gain the ability to be like, what's going on here? Like, are we like real?
Like, yeah, they're gonna start.
You know what I?
asking
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
They're like, who's controlling me? Why are you sending me to go fix this dishwasher?
Well, that brings into the fundamental debate. So then if that happens, so sentience then is not a granted thing by some higher being of like God or there's no like spirit.
Mm,
If AI really does gain sentience,
yeah.
you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
proves it.
yeah, that it's just
that
an
just
ability.
everything has it or something like
If a created thing, like a man-made thing,
can gain it.
can gain sentience, then that just proves. I think that pretty much proves that we're in a simulation.
I think,
Probably.
and I think artificial intelligence is way further than they're allowing us to see.
100% it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Tyler was saying, with the CIA having their own and stuff. Oh, for sure.
The way the government has like all these this AI technology, not specifically like what's it called? Language learning models, the LLMs that we're used to, like the regular like Chat GPT and shit like that.
Mm.
They have these specific ones for, nothing that I know of. This isn't like classified information or anything because I'm not in that field or anything, but just from researching, they have, defense systems, especially in the US.
Mm.
Their AI defense systems that they're developing are like next level stuff.
They're
It's
scared. They
absolutely
don't want to.
insane.
They don't want to get attacked or something. So they're like,
Yeah.
can we have this super computer model be able to help us out here? This AI can predict and defend us. Yeah.
What
right,
happened? See, and that's where it leads to Terminator shit, man. Because like, do they gain the ability? Like, fuck, humans are the problem.
What was the
We
whole
really
thing
are.
of that? What was it? John Connors. What does he do?
He goes back in time to try and prevent Skynet from gaining awareness.
So they go back in time
Trying to
before
kill
when
him.
he's young to kill him.
Right. Okay.
So it's not he goes back in time. What happens is in the future he's the one that destroys Skynet.
Skynet, yeah.
If the regular timeline plays out, so they go back to kill him when he's a kid, but then the rebels send back a Terminator to kill the Terminator. Right? It's actually extremely fucking convoluted.
Fucking
like,
James Cameron was cooking with gas.
Oh,
on
hey, that
that.
was such a good. I love the first and actually
Second
the
one?
The third one wasn't even bad.
No,
You know-
third
you know
one was
which
good
one?
too.
You know-
Yeah.
Oh, is that the
the one
one?
with the girl that.
Yep.
People bitch about it. It was a good one. Man.
I mean, it's not the best,
only really remember that.
but it was
one.
better than the fucking
like-
Christian Bale ones.
I was just gonna ask, how do you like the Christian Bale? one?
No,
Or the one after.
I can't stand him as John
What's
Connor.
that? What's that one where the AI or where the robot thinks he's a human? What is that? That
That's
guy who
Salvation.
I like
the
that
with-
one.
Okay, I
is
like
that
that
the
one.
one?
that guy's a good fucking actor. That's the only reason I like that
Christian
one.
Bale was in that one because they used
That's where
But-
Christian Bale's first one.
yeah,
Salvation.
and they also used fucking CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger in that one. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, was that one at the end? I
Yeah,
know there was.
it's like a 1970s version of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I know
funny
there's
as
one
fuck.
where wasn't it like Genesis? He showed up as AI and not AI, CG, and they fight him.
Yeah, they fight each other.
Okay.
It's when
Did he show up in both
on
of
the
them?
first one, the first Terminator movie.
Yeah.
The Terminator shows up and he's in LA and he fucks with these like punks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
And
remember that. T2.
old Arnold Schwarzenegger shows up at that same time and fights that Terminator.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's wild, man.
But anyways, back to conspiracy with the simulation thing.
Get off the movies. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, we always get on to movies, but
Oh, fuck, can't help it.
We go back to movies and games because that's our sweet spot.
yeah.
So it just the conversations just naturally lead to there.
Just drifts there. Yeah.
But I feel like they made back to Terminator, I guess. But like I feel like they made too many of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's like
7
Which
of
is
them.
actually, speaking of conspiracy
that.
theories, you guys see that whole shit with movies, and the big theory going around now is like they basically flaunt things that are gonna happen. So what was it? I saw one supporting that. You know that movie 2012?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, whatever year that was released, there was actually like a ton of natural disasters and shit like that.
Like Contagion with
Mm.
COVID-19.
Thing
Is
exactly,
that
man. That's
Contagion?
like there's a lot of movies to kind of support this theory. To be
So
fair,
they-
Bro,
Do
she
they-
was literally in China when she caught it.
Do they come?
dude, like there's a lot of things that are like, yo, they're kind of flaunting that they know this shit's gonna happen.
So the movies come out before it happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's been proven, the COVID one specifically. I don't know if we'll get canceled for speaking about this.
No.
It's been proven there's fucking weapon labs in China that were working on these
Where's it?
diseases.
Wuhan?
Wuhan. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
It's been
Wuhan.
proven. It's not bullshit. Same thing with the U.S. as well. There are ones on U.S. soil working with diseases. Just so everyone knows. Same thing in Canada.
I 1,000% believe
Every
that
country
it was
has it.
someone was working on something there.
And it got out.
Yeah.
You think somebody just
Yeah.
like didn't like decontaminate properly?
So I don't know
got
what
sick?
I don't know what it was because I never looked too far into it. But
Well, you'll never find.
it's
They'll never.
for sure.
China will never say it was their fault.
There's 700 different fucking theories on this. Did the U.S. do it? Did the Russians do it? Did the Chinese do it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Fuck. You might not be able to nail it down to, but we can nail it down to it happened due to like they're trying to like weaponize it or something maybe.
Yes, 100%.
But we can't maybe nail it down to who did it.
But the worst part is, everyone's got to realize is your country, whatever country you're fucking from, they're weaponizing viruses too. They're
Yeah.
not sitting on their hands like, oh my god, they shouldn't be doing that. No,
Yeah.
they're doing it too.
They.
Well,
oh,
everybody
yeah.
wants to be on the same page with everybody else when it comes to, like, if they ever had to go to war, they don't want them to be able to pull something out that's like, whoa, we had
Yeah,
no
they wanna
idea that
be
they
ahead of
had
the
this.
curve.
Like,
Everybody says eye for an eye isn't the way the world's supposed to be, but when it comes to who has the biggest weapon,
Yeah. They
you want to have the biggest weapon. End
just
of
in
story.
case, you're like, hello, if I have to defend myself. In a perfect world, you wouldn't even have to fucking need this bullshit. But there's so many people that just want to do whatever they want, so they have these weapons and this crazy shit. Like,
and you know what
fucking
usually is the
psychos.
cause of that?
Don't say.
Religion.
Yeah, I knew that. Of course. I mean, it's true for the most part. Yeah.
That's another theory as well too. Actually, the fentanyl epidemic is from China. I believe
that's
that
crazy.
because of how many producers of fentanyl in China that provide to the United States.
I didn't even know that.
I was gonna say I didn't know that.
The amount
either.
of chemicals we get from China and countries in like Asia is everything. We don't.
So
really
do you
make anything
think
here.
that they're just trying to kill off people in the long run? Like
So-
get people like hooked to drugs and like
Okay, so this has been a big like plot since like the 70s in China and things like even earlier probably in the government in China and countries like that despise the US. They just want to see the US demise. That's the biggest thing. Because everything is backed by the US petrodollar, if you know what I mean. So like petrodollar just means like the US dollar compared to oil.
okay,
That's
yeah.
the ticker for the whole world is US dollar to oil.
Jeez.
Countries fucking hate that, man. They want to get rid of the U.S. Like BRICS BRICS is the group of like China and Russia and I can't even remember what other countries.
So are they just mad that they don't get to run it, or they just want it so that everybody, like how, like
probably a combo of both.
Yes, definitely. They're probably upset.
You gotta think like when it comes to dictators, man, they really are just big babies in power. That's all it is.
that don't get mad when they don't get their way.
Yeah,
100%, yeah.
They're like, if you say something about me, I'm gonna have your whole family killed.
Well, North Korea, I seen
yeah?
a
Just
video.
look at Russia.
Seen a video.
Russia,
This woman got caught
Korea.
watching a South Korean sitcom. Okay,
I wouldn't have done
she
that.
got sent to a work camp and got told for 3 generations of her family are going to have to work off her sentence.
See,
3 generations of that
that's
family for
such a-
watching a sitcom
that
from a different
pisses
country.
me off, man. It's such a bitch move. Like you're such a pussy that you can.
Well,
get
he
into
doesn't
this
want his
power
people to wake up. He wants to keep
I
all
mean,
his people brainwashed.
You guys know
bugs me.
Pol Pot from the 70s in Vietnam, or I think it was
Um,
Cambodia, not Vietnam. Sorry,
Yeah, I heard of.
Pol Pot, one of
heard
the
of him.
worst dictators of all time. People hardly even hear about this guy, man. And he killed, what was it, like 10, 20 million Cambodians or some shit, I think. Over
It's
time.
crazy.
So what he did was if you had glasses, you're dead because that was considered smart at the time. If you had
That's
glasses,
crazy.
he'd kill you. If you had any of the higher jobs, you either had to join him and like do what he did, or he killed you. And he literally made his country stupid on purpose so they would not revolt. He literally he declined the education for that on purpose. Like
Imagine that instead of raising up your whole country being like one of the smartest in the world, you're like, I'm gonna kill every single one of you guys,
so that
and I'm just gonna
you guys follow me and that no
so
one
I
thinks
can
that
just sit
they're
here and do fuck all.
but no one ever beats Stalin when it comes to that. But
Didn't he kill like 30 or something?
holy
it was,
fuck!
I
If
think it was more.
those
I'd think like 50, 60 million of his own people.
was it true that like when he would show up to do like his speeches, if the first like whoever would stop clapping for him would be executed?
Yes.
I wouldn't put it past
That is
him.
insane.
Yeah.
But how many people did Hitler kill in the Holocaust? Was it 8 million?
It is 6 million Jews.
6 million?
That's what the theory is.
And what about other people? That's just Jews.
I say theory like it's not like it's a conspiracy
Come
theory.
on,
I don't mean it
don't
like
be
that.
one of
I was just gonna say
The
that.
Holocaust 100% happened. I am just saying that the number is not widely known because of how many fucking people died.
I
And yeah,
wanna say at
because
least
you imagine the people
something
that were
crazy.
like,
You cannot count. I don't care who you are. You're not counting 4 million bodies.
I don't know
well,
how
there
you
wasn't
that's
even
the low
bodies
end.
because they'd be burnt. They'd be all ash.
Remains.
But did they go off of like shoes, or did the Nazis keep records? Of,
They-
like,
To a,
put.
to, a,
1,000% they probably kept records.
to an extent, they kept records. Yes.
Probably.
And then there
4
was.
million people.
No,
But think about the amount of people that when you're out in the field that you just fucking at that time you just kill and then not even keep track.
yeah, it's just an estimate. But
Yeah,
that-
because there's definitely unmarked people that were killed there.
But yes, millions and millions of people died in the
Yeah.
Holocaust.
that's crazy.
And black people and fucking anyone that wasn't
Like
Aryan.
yeah, there
The
and like they were like,
seconds.
especially like if they
Gay
caught like
people.
war prisoners, they
Mhm.
Gay at that time was, and especially in Germany, I think was considered like what's it called? Inferiority, like weakness.
yeah.
You're
Well, I
weak.
remember watching that movie Fury with the tanks and Brad Pitt.
Never seen it.
Such a good movie.
I know it
but
is.
You've never seen it?
never-
What the motherfucking Christ are we
Bro,
doing right
that
here? We have to go
last-
watch
that-
it right now.
Yeah, that final scene where they're
I
in
know
that
it's good.
battle,
I
man.
know it's
Oh
good.
my
I know.
god.
Trust
That's
me,
what
I
I'm
know.
saying.
They're driving through. They're getting closer to Berlin, right?
Yeah.
And there's literally women and children being hung from the streetlights or poles because they didn't want to join the army and help. Because that's when Germany was losing and they needed people. That's when they started having kids. Germany started using kids.
Damn. I know the movie's good. I know. I think Dill and my dad went to see it in theaters or something. I didn't, for whatever reason,
What's
just
that
didn't
other
go.
one?
Isn't that
Big-
the
So
so
amazing.
Shia? He like pulled out his own tooth for that movie or something.
Yeah, he did really good in that movie
Bro,
too.
you should see right off the beginning when they clean that guy's face off of the fucking tank, man.
Oof, brutal.
But Uganda, wasn't there like millions of people, or somewheres in Africa back then? They got like millions of people got killed by the militia.
Oh, probably.
Oh,
yeah,
oh man, we can get into fucking the craziest genocides in Africa, man. There's millions of people dying there every year, and
No,
we just
I-
don't give a fuck.
yeah. I think it was the Uganda or however you pronounce
Uganda?
that. Yeah, because we had someone come into our world issues class that survived.
Oh,
And she came to Canada,
Was it
and
tense?
yeah, man, the shit she was saying was nuts. Like she had to crawl on the ground for like 2 days to stay hidden.
I'd be like, why are you telling me this? Because this is terrifying.
She said when she came to Canada, the most amazing thing she seen when she got here, it made her cry, was turning the tap on and see water come out.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah,
That literally
man.
will put you in perspective of how good you have it just on basic things. You're like, oh my
That you
gosh,
take for granted every day.
Yeah,
Like
like you-
being able to get up and take a shower.
Yeah, you're just sitting there. You're like, oh wow, my alarm clock on my $1,500 phone just went off. Wow. Oh my god, I gotta go work. Fuck. Hope I can fill up my car with gas. And you can. You're like, oh fuck. It's crazy. I mean, it's just, it just depends. Because yeah, you'll be sitting there like, oh my god, I wish I had a better life. Like, you can't help it. You can't help but like want more better things. But like sometimes you have to just think like, I'm happy. I'm glad with what I have.
There's people
right
that
now.
have to drink through filtered straws just so they can have water.
Yeah. All the
But anyways, let's back to conspiracy theories now.
Okay, what's the next one? What's a good one?
Pyramids, man.
Aliens.
You think aliens are real? Like you think? Well,
I'll
they don't
ask
even
you a
have to
question. Let's
be.
go.
They don't even. Okay, so they don't even have to be like the aliens that we see in fucking movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be a single cell organism from another planet. That's an alien
Okay.
because it's not from our
From
planet.
the theory of how big the universe is, right? I can't not believe that there is not one single other kind of species in the whole entire universe that would be considered like alien.
If you believe in science, I don't understand how you cannot automatically believe in
Like yeah, they're
believe
real.
in aliens because of the fact that the provable expansion of the universe and the fact that we can never see the end of the universe.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's not what's it called? Like there's no end to the generation, I guess, the constant generation of planets and
Yeah,
shit. Like there's no
Do you think if you go far enough, you break it out of a bubble and there's just other universes you could go to?
That's
no.
No, you don't think there's anything outside the universe?
that would be really cool.
No.
No.
Like the multiverse, like multiple different universes inside like another universe or something. That'd be cool. I don't know if I wish it, but I would love
It's
to
just
believe
what
in
would
it.
that outside place be?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So like when it comes into that, that's what I do. Like questioning my own theory about it is like, so what caused the Big Bang essentially is like, what is the difference that caused it from go to nothing to essentially what we are
Everything.
now, right?
Yeah, like nothing.
And that's the great.
But yeah, there's an infinite amount of planets out there, man. There's no way that there's not nothing else alive.
I
By
have
definition-
I mean, there is a lot that are inhabitable, and there's no fucking way. But
Absolutely.
if they're evolved to live there, like that show, the Titan or something on Netflix, and
Oh
he's,
yeah, the movie.
like swimming in the fucking lakes of Mercury
Yeah, when
or
he
something
becomes an
because he
alien.
like
Spoilers.
evolved to live there.
Spoiler, because it's towards the end. Yeah, no, there's for sure. There's for sure aliens. Have they visited us? That's the question.
Yes.
You
100%.
think so?
So-
Probably.
I think they have, but like, if let's say there was another species out there that were like us and they weren't as advanced to be able to travel through galaxies like that and like really fast speed.
Which is probably a lot.
Let's say they were advanced enough to have a telescope to look at us. Let's say like the Andromeda galaxy, that's the next one over. That's the closest one to us. If they look at us through a telescope, they'd still see fucking dinosaurs because of how long it takes for light to travel.
Yeah, that's true.
So what if people have already looked at us, seen dinosaurs, and they're like, don't go there?
Maybe they saw something and they're like, well, how would they know that dinosaurs aren't like creatures like them, like sentient, like if they are? You know
Show
what I
them
mean?
like T-Rex, like, what's up, dude?
Yeah, like maybe they're like show them and they're like, oh fuck, what the hell? Did they make the pyramids though? I don't know. There's a lot of proof, like,
There's no way them fucking people hauled those fucking stones as
and
far
put
as they
them-
say they did.
and made them perfectly and put them on top of each other. And
I
how much
definitely
they
think-
weighed.
There was, because the Egyptians at the time, man, they were advanced civilization. They had some kind of power. They had to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because Jenna, or my girlfriend the other day, was even asking me, like, When did the Egyptians stop being like the superpower? You know what I mean? Like, but for like ancient times, like when did they stop being like writing in hieroglyphs and stuff like that? It was like when Cleopatra lost to Alexander the Great, though. I'm pretty sure is when they stopped really. Is when it became like a Roman area, right?
So the yes, so like the Anglis, how do you say that?
Anglo-Saxons.
No, the Anglicization. Like they basically
Colonized it.
anglicized it. They made it English basically.
Yeah, Anglo-Saxons.
Yeah. So with like the Roman Empire and things like that spreading down, and that's the biggest thing. The Roman Empire's influence from fucking what, Britain, from like the UK until or all the way over to fuck, I don't even know what country, man. Their reach touched everything. So those countries within those regions, English and those kind of languages that branch off from it, like Germanic, because English is a very Germanic, it's Germanic based. So that's what a lot of languages in that region are.
Yeah.
So that's what they're kind of all based off of, is within that area.
Yeah, there was. I honestly think there was like, they had aliens help them out with that shit. Well, you even seeing some of like the pictures, like the like hieroglyphics, where they're like shit in the sky, bro. Like
That's what makes it weird. Yeah,
That's
100%.
what I was gonna say. Isn't there almost, not almost all major religions, but like religions and tribes and people across the world, they all have the same similar thing that they worshipped. There's like something in the sky or like
Because it all,
things.
if you actually read into it, it all branches back from the ancient Sumerians. Sumerians were the first like known culture that like we know of that had a god system, like a deity system, and
then every other civilization kind of like branched off that.
100%, yeah.
Oh, that makes
Now,
sense.
my favorite theory is 100% that, was it Moses was standing by the acacia bush while it's burning, and that's why he saw the Bible when he was transcribing it to the scribes to take down
He was hallucinating.
about the story of Jesus Christ, and you know what I mean? He was
just
high
like,
as fuck.
I wouldn't put it past.
Because the acacia tree grew naturally there, and if burnt in high enough quantities, it creates DMT.
Oh shit!
It creates DMT.
Oh, that's
naturally.
why the
So if
original
you're
angels,
inhaling that,
you're gonna have DMT like effects.
so think about that.
you'd be tripping balls.
But like, did he did the whole and split the river, split the ocean?
That was Moses.
Now,
right?
is that
That's
real?
what we're talking about, right?
Split this. Yeah.
Now, is that real, or was that a DMT fucking trip?
Like, did he just think he had the whole fucking country with him,
He's
like all the slaves,
tripping balls,
and he's just standing in the water going by himself?
no, he's.
Imagine.
I was gonna say he was just moving a puddle, like just
Literally.
Just from the force of him pushing it down would make it, you know. But no, aliens, like it just seems like every culture just they look up to the skies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe it started with like what Tyler's saying, the Sumerians. They've seen something and they're like,
There's
these
something
people,
out there
these
that
people.
yeah, but even like how
These
Tyler
things
said
are
with the DMT, like if people say that there's a DMT land, man, like where there's beings and shit.
Oh yeah, there's a
elves.
common thing where they're like elves and stuff.
When you see the elves,
elves
man.
and aliens. But what if it's just based on people? Because people know other people.
What if
these
that's
elves are just like their brain doing the DMT trip, but they're just picturing people as these little things or whatever.
But what
Yeah.
what if when you take that and you see that stuff, like those beings and those things,
Yeah.
what if that opens your third eye and that's
It-
how you're supposed to see things?
Some people won't come back. They'll definitely be like, "There's something else."
Well, there was.
These
I remember
fronts.
watching a video where Buddy said that the beings
Yeah.
told him he was doing too much DMT, like he was doing it too much. So
He's
they
like,
said
"Bruh."
if you're going to get to a point where you're not going to be able to come back.
Yeah. And also with DMT, they say there's a point where they literally tell you, like the voices are supposed, like that realm, the being in that realm, beings or however you believe it, is it tells you literally don't come back, like you don't have to be here anymore. And people say the power after do that, like you don't ever want to do DMT again.
Yeah, a
Holy.
lot of people say it only takes one time to experience
Oh,
it.
for sure.
The only thing I get scared about when taking drugs like that is we know somebody,
Yeah,
starts with a T. You know who I'm talking about?
yeah,
Related to what just happened recently.
yeah.
is that's stuck in something that's fucking
Yeah, man.
they've
from a
been like that
bad-
for years, and I remember before that they were like a very chill person, and then that happened, and now it's like
We also went to school with someone, man. Like,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
It's
Like,
crazy.
and one bad hit never snapped out of it.
That's
So those things
crazy.
are terrifying, and also is that created by the government? LSD?
Oh
Proven.
yes,
Oh yes, with the MK
Proven.
Ultra thing,
it
eh?
was
Where they
proven.
were trying to
Charles
use
Manson
Yeah,
and all these other people failed
It's proven, man.
failed experiments or whatever. What was it? What were they trying to do with people?
isn't that the MK Ultra thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially just make super soldiers. That's what
Yeah,
they're trying to do.
like
That's what
by
it was.
like fucking making them high as fuck on LSD.
Yeah. And they the theory that they who they dose up, the one that they had in jail for
It was on an
was it the murder of JFK or something?
Lee Harvey Oswald. He died.
No,
he got shot.
He was killed by what, Ruby? Is that who it was?
So yeah, his that's very interesting, and also the connections. Like if you look into it, the connections Jack Ruby, the guy who killed him, had as well. But Lee Harvey Oswald was a communist.
Yeah.
Like, he was a legitimate member of the Communist Party.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, did the Russians tell him to kill him? Did the government, because they think JFK was gonna they just JFK wanted to get rid of the deep state. Do you know that? JFK wanted to
Yes.
get rid of the CIA and that shit. He
That's
did not
why-
believe in the CIA.
I think that's why the theory is so
That's
like
exactly
the
why.
CIA did
Well,
it.
he wanted things
which
to be
makes
blown
sense.
open, right? Like he
Well, that's
wanted
what
the
it is,
people to
and
know.
He was gonna get rid of rid of them and flush them out or just get rid of it.
Because
and stuff.
that's the CIA's like lifetime thinking, is just the American people are too stupid.
They're
They're-
like, well, what you think we're gonna let you fucking
Take us like away.
you don't
a
need to
single
know this.
guy?
Yeah, we don't need to know this information. We'll hold on to it so you guys don't have to worry about it. That's their ideal.
They're like, yeah, we got this, guys. We know what's best.
Do you think he was killed by Lee Harvey Oswald, or do you think the government
No.
killed him?
You know what?
Like, do you
Government by
think
him.
someone like do you because like they say that shot would have been impossible.
So not the shot.
Well, we know it fucking what.
No, it was, but like they say from where he would have been.
Oh.
I think he wasn't there. I think he was in. There's a couple other spots they talk about that he could have been.
Mm.
I think he was in one of the other spots.
Okay.
But there was somebody there as insurance. As basically, I think they had.
It's like a second shooter.
I'm gonna say they had God knows how many shooters there,
just in case someone missed.
in case he fucks up, in case something goes wrong, in case he has
So
a
do you,
change
but
of
do you
heart.
think Lee Harvey Oswald was the one to pull the trigger, or do you think there was trained shooters and they just used him to put a face to the murder?
Yeah. I think somebody else did it, and he just took the fall for it.
Yeah,
That was
because
what
he
he was
was-
doing for his communist
I was
brothers.
gonna say because Kami, they knew. They're like, yeah, this
And-
perfect fall guy.
I also think the CIA, like this is how deep it goes. The CIA had ties to the communist contacts that he had. So they said, we know you're communist. We're going to get you kicked out of the country, killed, whatever, unless you tell Lee Harvey Oswald to execute the president
Oh,
to help your country. Like I'm saying, like it goes deep, man. When you think these guys are done, they have another level of depth. The shit that they do is just unheard of.
have you guys read 11/22/63?
I haven't read it, but
Never even heard of it.
Pretty good book. Stephen King's book. He wrote. He wanted to. You have plenty of time.
man, who
But-
fucking reads
But
anymore?
that book is thick. I don't blame you. That book was 800 some pages.
Yeah, I don't got time for that.
You do, but you just like to do other things, which is fine.
Man, you know what else is thick?
Oh, okay. Oh,
Got
okay.
some girth.
Jesus, yeah, that fucking book did, okay. And so the book is about this guy. Spoilers, guys, okay. If you want to check it out,
Spoilers,
just so this guy works in Maine, obviously, because that's where all Stephen King stuff. But he's a teacher. He goes and meets up with this guy that works at a diner, and he's like, "Here, I want to show you this thing." And he takes him back to like his food storage in the back, and he's like, "Watch this." He goes down and he kind of just like disappears, and then he comes back with something. It's like maybe it was like money or something from like way back in like 50s. And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Here, listen, I gotta break this down to you. I need you to go down here and just trust me on it." He's like, "You know, give me your phone or whatever, but just go down here and just go experience this. So he walks down these steps and they start to like vanish, and he ends up in this like open area next to like these stores and stuff, and he's back in the 50s, 58 I think. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, I was just in like Maine. I know, like I was in, you know, where I was. And he goes experiences, talks to some people, and he's like, oh shit, you know, this is legit. And so he goes back and he's like, what the fuck was that? He's like, I came across this when I had this place open or whatever. It's like a time traveling like little hole thing. So long story short, he's dying because when you spend time there, you still age, but when you come back, it's always only been 2 minutes since you've been gone. So you can go there for 6 years, come back, and it's only 2 minutes in your real time that's passed.
But you age 6
But
years.
you age, yeah. So he's the diner guy is old and he's dying of like cancer because he spent a lot of time there. So he's like, here, listen, I have this plan. I mapped it the fuck out. I know what you need to do. He's like, I tested some things to see if I could change the future. And he said, it's true, I can. So he's like, you got to stop the assassination of JFK. And he's like, because he thinks it just, the whole country and stuff would be better. The earth would be better. And so he's like, okay, I'll do it. He eventually caves in and goes and does it. And it talks about all of it. Stephen King said he did so much research for this book. It's the most research he's done. And he came to the conclusion that he thinks 90-something% that was just Lee Harvey by himself. Acted on his own thing. But it's a pretty good story. It's long, but it's super sick if you're into like that conspiracy backstory of JFK. You're like, oh, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
But it's super dope. Yeah.
It's another good one.
A good conspiracy. Well, you know, like I said, making the frogs gay and stuff.
Harp.
Huh?
Harp.
What about harp?
Do you think that they're like trying to figure out how to weaponize weather?
I never.
Oh, I saw
never
that.
knew
Yeah. I mean,
It's a weather
definitely.
controlling system that they're working on.
Definitely.
Would you imagine if you could attack a fucking country, send earthquakes and tornadoes and tsunamis?
Just fuck it all up? Of course, I think that would make sense though. You know what I mean? Of countries trying to like weaponize that, because that'd be perfect cover up. Oh, why am my country getting hit with fucking tornadoes all of a sudden? Like Canada out in the fucking East Coast, all of a sudden tornadoes and earthquakes. What the fuck? Yeah, it'd be a little sus. There.
It's true though.
Do you guys have your favorite one?
That you like really believe in?
Yeah,
Definitely simulation for sure.
I think so. I think I believe in that one probably the most.
That one I do. I believe in that one too.
I think maybe just because we're gamers and we can see the simulated sort of worlds that games can produce, not obviously to our scale, but you're like, if we had the tech, we could fucking simulate something that's realistic.
The way I'm thinking about like the information creep of the past like 50 years,
Yeah,
maybe not even, is just absolute insanity. So
like
from
the
like
step up. Yeah.
so from like 1900 to 1960, 1970, like a lot of shit was advanced. From like 1970 until now, the amount of like we have advanced is just astronomical.
What if we hit
Fuck,
like
you
a
even
plateau?
look from 1990 to now.
Oh yeah, to even now.
What
That's
if we
I'm
hit a
saying.
plateau? What if we
Well, that's another
What's
theory.
that mean? Where we just slow
You
down?
you just like there's nothing
That's
more
part of
advanced.
that's part of the theory is that like with humans, we have a production capability up to a certain point and then we plateau. So like we've seen it with like the Bronze Age,
Oh yeah.
right? That everybody's making shit out of bronze or whatever. And you go into the Iron Age and then you start getting production like you can start doing like steam shit and things like that. You start
Close that door.
It's just information creep. We're just scaling up faster and faster. So I think especially with things like AI now, we're gonna see a ramping that is just it's just unstoppable. It's gonna be nuts because they're gonna think of things that we just can't even fathom.
Yeah, the quantum computers and stuff. There's a a thing. There's a head guy on like quantum stuff, and he thinks if the quantum computer's like made, that they could just put in stuff and they'll be able to figure out how to heal somebody or something just by putting in.
Exactly.
Just be like putting in something like info about it, and they're like, yes, this came up with this that could create like a healing thing for you or something.
Because of the amount, like the simplest way to explain quantum computing is like, so you know how in computing they have binary, so it's like 0, 1.
Yeah.
You have 2 digits. So in quantum computing, it can be either a 0 or a 1 at the same time. But with quantum computing, I don't think there's a limit. So it can be 0 to 1, or it can be 0 to 100, and all those numbers in between and 0 all at the exact same time.
Oh,
So that's what's
shit.
I don't even get that. Like,
so like you understand what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah, like, I
searches would
understand.
there would be no quantifiable time to the amount that like information would be provided. So it'd be literally
Yeah.
instant. It would be
They'd figure out like everything if from like a question that they asked or something. It would just be like, this is all the possibilities all at once.
But also, we don't have a container that can hold that. We don't have like computers and things like that can hold that. That's what's holding us back really with quantum computing right now. Storage and processing. We don't have anything that can process that commercially. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure the government does have some like quantum computers that are actually capable of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Some crazy
Or,
shit.
or they're
but-
very close to hitting.
Oh, right now we're close
hitting-
to it. Right
Yeah, that's
now-
why I said earlier. I think they
for
mentioned
10
that-
years, yeah.
I thought that was a number that I've seen, but maybe not. I don't know.
I think
So that mean like curenesses for diseases. You could
Yeah.
just put like cancer.
well, there's a great conspiracy.
Oh,
Actually. You
yeah.
just said it. You just said it.
Yeah, they definitely have the cure for that shit
You think so?
locked away.
I
They're
don't.
them. They're like,
No.
why?
I don't think so, because the money that you could make on using it to save people could be even more than just
Yeah, but
the
to
sick.
big pharma
You know what I
companies,
mean?
they're like, why cure a disease in one day when we can treat you for a
So
lifetime?
that's the big debater, right? Is like the amount of money you'd make from repeat customer.
They
right?
would lose money off of curing people than
But
they would
could
of
they-
giving them
the
radiation
the
for
ultimate-
10 years.
It's the
Yeah.
ultimate drug dealer.
It's all, yeah, the
It's-
ultimate greed drug deal. How much could they sell like a cure to like cancer?
Cancer?
Though? Like, could they make even more than they could
Look
just living off you being?
But
Look
you
at
only need
Martin
it
Martin
once.
Shkreli, and people still had to
piece
pay
of
that.
shit.
Look at
Eh?
Martin
Fucking
Shkreli.
hate him.
You say piece of shit, I see businessman.
Oh. Listen, yeah, sure, fine if we want to think that way, but fucking piece of shit.
Wow.
Morally,
He,
fucking asshole.
and he basically took this like drug pill that like a lot of people used, and it was like $2 a pill, and then he made it like fucking 2,000.
Yeah, people that are pills that they need to live. Like,
Fucking businessman.
Right.
That's
ridiculous.
how the big pharma companies run, man.
yeah, I know it's fucking terrible.
That's why
And-
they would rather treat you with a disease that you pay thousands of dollars for every time you go for treatment than just take a one lump sum from you.
The only reason I believe so much in the fact that we have the cure for cancer and it's just not being like sold to anyone that isn't like the elite is because of exactly that, is the fact that they're just going to keep us as customers forever.
Mm.
The
True.
fucking, what's it called, opioid epidemic that we're seeing now,
Mm.
directly relatable to those companies literally giving doctors money for prescribing these.
Yeah, they
So-
would. That's why they would do it. Yeah.
So if people really do not think that companies would go to destroy lives to make $1,
Yeah, they would.
it's
But
been proven many times.
well, another thing about the whole elites getting the cure and stuff, there has been super rich people that have died of like cancer and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
but
I-
I'm
You
sure
have to be
there's-
the right rich person.
I know
though.
there's like Steve Jobs.
I think-
but I mean, he was
You're
like
telling me
holistic.
People
that if a
didn't-
Rothschild got cancer, they wouldn't be able to get their hand. We would never even
That's what I'm
hear
saying.
that they
I
got
don't know.
sick, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Is they would
So-
never make it publicly known that they
truly-
were sick.
I truly believe these things are planned to the extent of where people like the Rothschild, the what's it called? I can't say the name because I technically serve like for them,
Oh.
but like
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like there's trillionaire, quadrillionaire families out there that
Yeah, like the oil and gas from.
those Saudi Arabian
Kuwait,
oil
man.
billionaires, man.
They're one of the. They're
Kuwait
I shouldn't say
rich-
Saudi Arabian only. That's racist as fuck. But like,
Kuwait is like one of the richest
know what I
countries
mean.
in the world.
Yeah, those people
Their
are like the
their
richest.
dollar is like American dollar is only worth 30 cents to their dollar.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Would be
our
shocked,
dollar's
yeah.
only
Oh,
worth
shit.
23 cents to them.
Could you imagine? You're paying
But-
4 times the fucking price for like the same shit here or whatever. Like that.
So,
Yeah,
it's I swear to God, it's true. Government does work with big pharma to keep people weak for the pure intention of you need us to defend you.
Which country? Every country?
Every
Or is
country.
it mostly the U.S.?
First world countries.
Like, yeah.
Third world countries are not developed enough to that point. Third world countries are at the point where, hey, we're going to take money. We don't give a fuck.
We
We're
just
going to
want
kill people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I don't.
It's
crazy.
first world countries that get into the evil shit.
Now, do you think it's only cancer that they have the cure for? Or do you
No.
think it's like a lot of other things too?
They have the cure for probably fucking everything that they have, man.
yeah, I was
Everything
gonna say a
that's
lot of
curable. There's certain things that aren't. Like, if you got sickle cell or something, actually, maybe they can probably even cure that shit. I don't fucking know.
Like AIDS, you think they have the cure
Yes,
for that?
100%.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Magic Johnson.
How do you
Well,
live that long?
I know that. I know it's not a cure, but you can live with it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can,
that's
yeah.
why.
But you
Magic
imagine if
Johnson's
they
still
could
alive.
give you something that, like, you go to bed after getting that shot,
Yeah.
wake up the next morning, take a test,
Right.
and you don't have anything anymore.
Listen, man.
You wake up the next morning feeling brand new, 100%
Coming-
again.
Crazy.
Coming from somebody that has an autoimmune disorder,
Yeah.
fucking, if I don't have the medicine, I feel like I'm gonna literally die.
What is it? Insulin?
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like I'm gonna literally die. So I can 100% understand how
Yeah.
they have a cure for it, or something that just keeps you literally perfect. You know what I mean? Like, does not.
Allow you to even feel like you're sick.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because Magic Johnson was on that shit. 100. There's no way you're playing basketball with an autoimmune disorder like that. It affects everything.
Unless
I-
you're just built different. I mean.
Man, I'm telling you, if I get a cold, like I'm gonna have that cold for like 3-4 weeks. Like, it takes
Oh
forever.
fuck! I'm sick, and you're right
Your-
here.
Your body is like fucked.
Shit.
It's crazy. Oh no, I'm fine.
Did you hear not the theory, but there's a suggestion that people with tattoos get sicker, it's sicker easier and more sick more often, because your immune system is constantly fighting the ink in your body, so it's trying to like hold it in like that one spot, so it doesn't go anywhere else, and so it's constantly in like a fighting mood.
That fucking makes sense, man.
Yeah.
It's a foreign object in your body.
There was a
that would
picture.
make sense,
I
yeah.
don't know if the picture is legit, but there's a person with like a shoulder tattoo, and it was like a sunburn maybe. So it took off like the top layer of skin, but underneath, under like that certain layer, there was color to the tattoo when the top one was faint
Yeah.
or faded. And so people were like, yeah, that's why your whole body's still trying to keep that ink there so it doesn't go, like
Yeah.
it's like a toxin.
It just all depends.
And so they think that and someone also suggested that it was like your body's better off fighting off because it's always in like an active state, so it's better to fight off all these sicknesses. And
No,
I'm like, I don't know.
that's no. Your body always constantly trying to fight off disease is not good. It increases your white cell count, your T cells, and it's not good for you.
Do you know how crazy it is that there isn't more cancer in the world just for just general people because of the stuff that your body has to fight off all the time?
Yeah, we're pretty fucking durable pieces of fucking
They're-
flesh, man.
Yeah, man.
Your body's constantly fighting off cancer cells
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Well, yeah, we always have. Us right here, we have cancer in our bodies.
Yeah.
It's just that it's not reproducing at a fucking rate that our body can't
Well,
keep under
that's
control.
what it is. Your immune system kills it and like gets rid of it before it can mutate and like
Yeah.
everything else gets
Yeah,
fucked up.
yeah.
But the one, it's so easily could
Wait,
just
we
be,
do have cancer cells
just
in
be
us,
like
right?
one thing.
Yeah,
But
you're-
like our immune system
on top
keeps
of
it
your-
at.
Maybe not cancer cells, but the ability to have.
you have benign cancer within your body that is not activated at the moment. Like, so if you hit a certain trigger, like I don't know, you fucking smell a certain whatever, or something happens to you,
Yeah.
and it causes these to start becoming like that.
Active.
Yeah, they're not benign anymore. So
Yeah. it could
you do
be-
have cells in your body like that, but they're not active, so they're completely normal cells, completely functional.
one day.
Just yeah, exactly. That's what it happens to people when people are like, yeah, I got cancer. That's just what it is.
That-
something.
Yeah.
That and it's crazy to think that we don't have more going
Do you,
on.
do you
also-
think cancer is like? Do you think it's a genetic thing? Like, do you think that thing can actually be passed down?
I think it
think-
is, isn't
I
it?
think to a degree.
Well, they say it is.
Yeah, I think to a degree, yes.
Like if your family has a history
But-
of breast cancer. Or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Right.
The genetic plays a part. Obviously, the biggest part I think is environment. End of
Yeah.
story.
Being exposed to different things and
If
Things
you're
you
working,
consume
if you're
and-
working in a fucking coal mine,
yeah,
you're gonna get lung cancer before me. End of story.
Yeah.
Like, that's-
you're way more
Right.
likely that's gonna happen.
I don't know. I'm a big person for like pretty much everything is like genetics is one thing, like to a certain extent,
Mhm.
sure, but
Yeah.
like it's not gonna. Your environment's way more impactful than genetics, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I think so. I mean, it sort of makes sense.
Also depends on the
Yeah.
field more so. It depends on what field you're talking about specifically, but
Yeah, that's true.
when it comes to cancer and shit like that, yeah, I think so. Environment
Yeah.
way more important.
what do you think, guys? Do you all agree that they have cures for these things, right?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
No.
Certain things maybe, but cancer's a tough one.
There's just too
'Cause
much.
there's some people that you, like I said, you assume would be able to get the cure for it, and they die of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it's people that really could afford it, like fucking billionaires.
But I don't think it comes to who can afford it. I think it's what your status is
I
in the
mean,
world.
there
Because
could be big status.
if you
people.
compare Bill Gates to the I keep going back to them, to the Rothschild family.
well, you can't
they
compare
have
the
they,
most expensive. Like
well,
the
no,
most,
but I just mean there's difference. There's a difference in their status. You know what I mean? Like the Rothschild is
Yeah.
way more secretive, and like they definitely have ties with people all over the world. Where let's say Bill Gates or not Bill Gates, Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah,
He's just an owner of a company.
worth a lot of money though. He'd be able to. Well, why wouldn't they sell it to him if they want money? Do
Because
know
you
what I
have
mean?
I think
Because
with
they
Steve-
don't want it to. They don't want everybody to just be able to have access to it just because you're rich.
If we're gonna talk about Steve Jobs specifically, though, you have to look at his history, his politics, what he believes in.
I was gonna say he was like a holistic guy. He
Yeah.
he liked the. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna do any treatments.
Not even just
So
not even
it's-
just the holistic, just very very liberal, very anti-government.
You have to
very-
be in the right group of people.
exactly. That's my opinion as well. Because when you get to that kind of power, there's no money is no object. People
Because
have
you have
tens of
infinite amount.
billions, you know.
I know cancer is a very a complex. Like not every cancer is the same.
No,
It doesn't affect the same, so it's very
Yeah, exactly.
tough. It's very tough to cure. I know.
but there is just way too much money
That's. I mean,
spent into research on
that's
it
what-
every year.
That's
that
what
there-
everyone
there's
says.
Nothing.
That's what everyone says, but there is and there isn't. I don't
And then
know.
whenever you
It's
hear
hard to
about
say.
something getting advanced, I heard about this like type of snake venom that reacted to cancer cells. I heard about it for a week.
Mm.
Never heard of it again.
Yeah,
And I
did see
think
some
it's those
stuff.
big pharma companies go in and take all that shit and get or they even kill the person that fucking is trying to produce that so that the research is stopped.
That's like the big thing where someone came up with what is it? A car that can run on water or something.
He went missing.
And they're like, oh,
That
well,
one's kinda-
good
that one's-
luck.
That one's kind of fishy though, because that one is also there's no proven like models of it
Like that
ever
ever
being
work.
creative. That's
Yeah.
the only thing. So I do believe in that one to an extent. Like certain, I'm sure there is one you can run on water, but like that guy was.
Didn't he say he got poisoned like from the cranberry juice or something?
Yeah, they tried to kill him like once, and then they actually did kill the guy.
So
I remember that.
yeah, a little sus. Maybe he was going the right way.
But was that the government, or do you think that's just the gas and oil
But-
companies?
We will always
question.
use gas and oil.
Yeah,
There is too much money. We will always use gas
that's
and oil.
true.
Until we run out.
We're not going to. We're not going to.
That's crazy.
You guys really think we're gonna run out of oil? Do you know how much oil they take out every day in Saudi Arabia and places like that in the Middle East?
How much? I mean, a lot, obviously.
Yeah, like obviously.
world.
Literally, with a few months ago, they were talking about oil reserves being cut. So what that means is they're literally throwing away oil to increase the value artificially. They have this much oil in countries
But
like
there's
this.
no
No.
way they have an infinite source. Nothing's an infinite.
No, they don't
amount.
have an infinite source. Just the amount, the scale that we use, especially in our country,
So in
has
our-
been extremely exaggerated to anyone that actually looks at the.
So in our
information.
lifetime, it wouldn't run out. Is what
Our
you're trying to
lifetime, it
say.
wouldn't run out. Probably the next 500,000 to
Oh,
not 500,000, but next 500 to 1,000 years probably won't run out.
that's crazy.
Maybe even longer.
What
So
if
where
they-
do they get that 2032
Also-
number?
Also, global warming is bullshit.
I
That's
believe
bullshit.
In it. I believe in
I
it.
believe in global warming.
You believe in global
I do.
warming?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You guys are crazy, man.
Climate change
It's
is
just-
definitely a fucking thing.
Climate change
do.
is a thing to an extent. Do you know about the natural heating and cooling of the earth?
Yes, that's what everyone says.
Because
but
we are
yes.
within the cycle?
Yeah,
Have-
but I believe in it for sure. I don't.
We just
why
put
would
too
you
much
wanna-
shit. We put too much fucking
But who is
pollution.
we? Who is we?
Us humans put
What's
too much
in-
pollution.
What would be in it for the people to
The natural
lie about it?
animals proven within the last, what was it? Before humans, what was it? The fucking Big Bang produced way more CO2 than any human existence so far, and within the next how many thousands of years?
Yeah,
I can't remember the exact number, but like the what's it called? Animals and life itself creates way more CO2 than we have within history.
what would be the point of them lying about it? Like what would I don't know.
It's literally artificial inflation and control.
So they're trying to create like
It's just control. That's what it's all about. I do believe
I
in global
believe- I
warming, like
believe
I
it for
100%
sure.
do, but
Yeah.
like not to the extent that they say. That's what I have an issue with. Is they're pushing this green directive that I think is just fucking retarded. Actually,
I think it. I don't know. I think it would
If
just
global-
be better.
if global warming,
I think it'd be better
if
to have
glo-
a renewable energy source that's clean.
yeah,
too.
100%. I'm not saying that. Like
Yeah.
we should go nuclear.
I heard
100%.
nuclear's, but even though
Nuclear's
as scary as it obviously what it could be, I heard that's like a super clean, right?
Oh,
Re-
it's
renewable.
yeah, it's like one of the clean. It is the cleanest energy source you can get, with like proper disposal of plutonium.
Yeah, if you don't,
Yeah, or uranium, not plutonium.
if
Sorry.
you don't fuck it up and shit goes crazy.
But I truly think, yeah, I think it's just over exaggerated in the media, hardcore.
I can get behind that for sure. Some people were like, "Listen, we're fucked by 2020 or something."
All I'm saying is, like in the 80s, we were supposed to be done by now. Like the world's supposed to be flooded. That's what they said.
So maybe
I
those
don't think
exaggerations.
I don't think the science was good enough then.
Do you guys know about the like grain shortage that happened a few years ago during this whole COVID and Ukraine stuff? What
No, I
about
don't
the
think so.
alcohol? The alcohol shortage.
No, I don't.
Well, there was an alcohol shortage here for Canada, and I think it might have been the U.S. as well.
Never even heard that. No.
In around, I think it was March 2020.
Yeah, right around COVID, probably. Yeah.
Right around that time it started, and that was direct result of us not getting Ukrainian grain
Huh.
because of how much we outsource.
Wow.
Our government spins shit in the media
Yeah.
as much as they say CBC isn't the government controlled.
No, isn't it like majorly? Isn't it?
No, they say it's independent.
That's what they say.
It's independent.
Yeah,
So
Canada's a whole thing where you have to play a certain percent of Canadian songs on this radio
yeah,
and all those different things.
I can't even
Certain
look at the
Canadian
news on
media.
Facebook in Canada anymore.
Get off Facebook. Who gives a fuck?
No, but like I mean, just like you
What you
can't.
mean Meta? Get off of it.
but yeah, I don't know.
But
think-
I know that you can't because the whole law, right?
I'm not boring. I need to look at the news and keep up. Okay, buddy.
No,
What about-
not the news. Just the.
you guys know about the WEF,
No,
the,
Facebook's funny, man.
the old
Fuck
World
you.
Economic Forum?
But do you
I
use
heard
Instagram?
It, obviously. Yeah.
That's literally the meta.
No,
That's literally the same
don't
company.
say no. But Facebook is fucking different. It's the same company, but one's different.
So
I hate
Instagram
it.
just got pictures. So that's the difference.
It's better.
What's
That's
the
not true. They got
difference?
threads
better.
now.
What's the
I
difference?
never downloaded Threads.
What's the difference?
Facebook doesn't, or Facebook has annoying people that I know.
I can't go on
Instagram, I
Threads.
could fucking ignore all of them.
I
So
can't go
go
on
and add
Threads.
them to your friend list.
No, because if I have you, I'm gonna see your friggin' shit.
You know, okay, there's a good theory I heard about at work one time. What do you guys think about them taking our guns away
Taking
in
what way?
Canada?
I personally don't care. I mean, I don't own weapons.
Oh,
don't hunt.
yeah, I'm big time.
I don't agree. People should be allowed to have fucking assault rifles.
I
No,
don't-
I agree with that 100%.
Hunting
Things that are fully
rifles?
automatic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
100%. No,
Hunting rifles, you should be allowed to have those.
Because-
Fuck, we've been doing it
yeah.
for hundreds of years, man.
precisely.
I think I'm biased because I don't have any sort of weapons at all.
I just see the enjoyment people
I got
get
guns
out
at
of
home.
hunting.
There's a bunch of guns at my house. And but I really don't care. So I'm like, okay, go ahead. But there's a lot of people where they make up the big idea is, well, if your government has the guns, what's gonna stop them from doing something and you can't defend yourself? That's a big thing in the
So
U.S.
in Canada specifically, like the people, we wouldn't do it.
People are just too fucking
the
paranoid.
army,
That's what I.
Yeah, the army would be like, no, we're not doing this. This is fucked up. You
Yeah.
guys can go fuck yourself.
You know, man, people are just too
Yeah.
fucking paranoid.
But
I
That's
think it
why
is. I think the government. They think the government's out to get everybody.
I know, that, especially in the U.S. because they're
I
so
just
big
don't get-
gun nuts.
no, I just don't get why it's such a big deal that we don't have them. That's the issue.
Yeah, I don't.
Because just because a criminal is going to get one regardless. They're
Yeah,
a criminal regardless.
I know.
Do you think people should be allowed to have like own handguns?
Yes. And I believe Castle Doctrine should be enforced in Canada as well.
What's that?
Castle Doctrine is where if somebody breaks into your home, you
have the right to kill them.
you have
Oh,
whatever
I-
force is
Oh,
necessary to
yeah.
remove
I
them from
agree
your
too.
property.
No,
Yeah.
I agree too.
I think so.
You
To,
should have
to a
to-
certain extent, if somebody I'm not giving fucking people the right to, if some fucking kid steps on your property, blah, fucking,
Yeah, some people
Or
will
like,
take it to like a.
What if
somebody-
there was like someone like I don't know, like a confused elderly person thought it was his home? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you walk
you
down and you
blast
just blah 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 blah.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but like
a lot of
if
people
there
that
was
are-
someone breaking in and like they were trying to fucking take your shit or like try and hurt you, I should have the right to kill them and not get in trouble.
Exactly. Yes, if it's provable within a certain extent of the law, like 100%, if you're holding the person hot, because I've known people personally that have done that, which is extremely wrong and fucked up. But somebody has tried to break into their house. They've taken the person and held them hostage for days.
And you can't. Yeah, you can't do anything.
That's literally imprisoning someone. Like, you know what I mean? That's illegal imprisonment. That's confinement. It's not. That shit isn't okay. But if somebody's trying to kill you, you should 100% have the legal right to kill them.
Yeah,
End of story.
Self-defense goes a long way here, though.
To a degree, man. I have heard legal stories of people legitimately being arrested because,
they tried to defend themselves.
well, like they've hurt people. People have been charged with assault because they've physically, like stabbed someone or
Yeah.
something that was trying to get into their home when the person didn't have a knife.
And they
That's the
also
thing,
look
yeah,
into a
that's
lot
what
of
they
it too. Is like, how far did you have to go to get them to like the force that you used? Was it
Reasonable.
excessive?
That's what it's talking about.
Yeah,
excessive
reasonable
right?
force.
I think for property, like your house and stuff, for sure you should be able to defend it too. I mean, how are you gonna know that
They have a weapon or not.
Yeah, if death was like necessary. Yeah, until you kill them
Until
and you're
they're
like, yeah, I killed them and they didn't have a gun. Fuck, I didn't know. They're in my house at the middle of the night.
While my family was sleeping and kids.
Like, even if they were just gonna steal something,
How do I know they're not
how
going
do
to
I
come
know?
upstairs and try and
Yep.
rape my kids or my wife or like
just shoot
kill us?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's my only argument against the whole us not having guns. I do agree.
Yeah.
But there has to be. I think we should be allowed to own anything from pistols to, like you said. I think we should even be allowed to own like semi-automatic assault rifles. I think things like that are okay to an extent, as long as there's things that are
I almost think that's a little.
stopping that. That's fair. I know a lot of people
yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah, I
Just
think
'cause it's
assault
so
rifles are a little
strong.
overkill.
But I just.
But like pistols
Yeah.
and shotguns, man, like that will drop someone.
So are we keeping home defense looped in with sport or fun or recreation?
Yeah, I would take them away for recreation. Too.
Recreation, yeah.
No, you guys don't. You don't want to let people shoot them.
I don't like to do it. That's why I don't have a bias where I'm like I don't care. But for hunting, I could see it would be
That's some people's
not
way of
like
living.
a
Like that's how they
assault
get their food.
Yeah, but we're talking about like hunting right
Yeah, but like when people
not,
like there's just too many careless people when it
Well,
comes to
that's-
recreational
This
use
is
for
that's what I mean by
weapons.
sport. Is like
Yeah,
is like
alright,
hunting,
yeah.
sports,
Oh,
survival.
yeah. If you're in a controlled environment with sports, then yeah. Like you know like the skiing thing where you get down, shoot the gun off at the targets,
Oh,
or you're
yeah.
in a gun range. Yeah, but I don't think you should be able to just
have them. I know it's
So
risky.
okay, I guess there's a different way to frame it. Do you guys think because I'm in the military, I should be awarded because I fired a C9, which is a
right.
light
So-
machine gun.
Yeah.
So you have training.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So do
so
you
you-
think because I've had this training, I should be allowed to should I be allowed to operate those?
like own
if I'm
one.
no, just operate if I'm qualified on it.
Yeah,
If I'm in the military, right, that's fine.
Yeah.
If a civilian has the same training,
I don't think
That's
even
a
a
good
military person should be able to.
Is that a
legally-
differentiator?
I don't think even a military person should be allowed to own an assault rifle
Yeah.
or anything.
I do agree with that.
Because there's
yeah.
not just military people get PTSD, but like there is soldiers that have been through the shit, man, and like have
And just
experiences
you
and
never know.
flashbacks that could like
You never know, and they
snap
snap
one
one
night
day.
and just
Yeah.
have that there.
So I think we're pretty much on the same page for that, or home defense, obviously. Um, the one thing that people that are super supportive for guns and stuff, they failed to look at other countries where they took the guns away and their rate of like gun violence or just not even gun violence, even knife attacks, etc.
Just increased.
has plummeted. Like Australia, that one big attack in the 90s, I think it was.
Oh, I
and
know what you're talking about. Yes, yeah.
And they took the guns away, and there's barely like mass killings.
Yeah.
You know
In
what I
in
mean?
Australia specifically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
specifically Australia, and maybe it was New Zealand too. I think recently, but like how it just drops. And in Canada, we had that huge ban that we have on it or whatever, and we don't have. We've very often have super. Like the U.S. won't even try to lower their fucking.
Well, I
guns.
think
Yeah.
They won't even try, and they know that these other countries have good experiences with like limiting the guns. Like it's crazy they won't even try.
I think the only thing like that whole gun stuff comes down to education. That's all it is. People are just not smart enough or educated enough. It's why you see like there's a couple of African countries in recent years that have tried to do that, taking away all weapons from citizens, and there's just like mass killings have gone up because gang warlords know that all these villages don't have weapons anymore.
there's just
and
too much recklessness.
it's
People are
all
too
based-
reckless. Like
It's all based on the culture and the level of education, I
And
think.
Yeah, the education, the
'Cause
culture,
That's the issue with the US.
where you live.
Yeah.
Because in somewheres in Canada, if we took the guns away, which I mean, aren't we pretty strict anyway right now?
With the gun?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. But I'm just talking about the only place is like it's probably like Northwest Territories and shit like that. You should be able to own one because the animals are a serious fucking threat up there.
Yeah, I don't get. Yeah, places like that when there's not like cities and stuff.
Yeah.
What are you gonna? Who the fuck are you gonna shoot? Like, yeah, go ahead, go crazy on this fucking bears. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, I don't really care. Any bears listening, I apologize. I just, but yeah, for certain, like when you see, well, that's in Alaska. I was gonna say if you watch Life Below Zero, they have certain weapons and stuff. You're like, that makes sense. You're hunting crazy. You're living by yourself, and you're hunting these crazy animals. But yeah, certain exceptions, I guess. But I'm not a big gun guy. As cool as they are to shoot and stuff, I'm not a big gun guy, so I don't really care.
I think like people get this idea when they talk about guns. They're like, oh, if we can have the right to own them, that means everyone has to have one. Like, no, it doesn't. Like, it just means we have the right to.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
that's true.
I would like to have the right to defend my home if someone decides.
Yeah.
That's.
But I also don't think you like people need a fucking assault rifle.
No,
to
no, that's
defend their
fair.
home
Yeah.
either. You
Yeah.
know what I
Do
mean?
you-
Like
so-
a 12 gauge is going to blow someone apart.
That'll really.
But should
fucking
shooting ranges
fuck up.
shooting ranges like special areas have those special weapons?
Oh yeah,
That's what I
if
mean.
you want to go to a shooting range and try out an assault rifle, go.
Is that
for
allowed
it.
for
I-
fun?
Oh
think-
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that would because you're in a controlled environment.
What if somebody went there and just wanted to shoot them up?
Well, you need to show them that you
You
have
think it
your
should be strict and
license.
stuff?
You
And
have.
And also, that's what I'm
there's
saying.
definitely then like you need a certain license to even be able to handle a restricted
That's
firearm.
my biggest caveat is if we would have something like that where we can own guns is the mental health screening and everything for firearms licenses and things, and even like hunter safety course
Mm-hmm.
that are just firearm safety that
Yeah,
everyone
and-
has to take. It has to be like extremely fucking strict.
And see, that's a big thing in the States. Their
Yeah.
mental screening is
oh my
shit.
god. There's some where it's like there's none. They're like, yeah, okay, you
Want
just-
that? Have fun.
Have you been
Yeah.
arrested in the last like year? No.
No.
Okay, here's a gun.
You can literally buy a box of ammo and gun right off the rip. That might be like a
Here-
myth.
Yeah.
That it's that easy to get one there. Maybe in certain areas, probably. But
Like if you're out in a back store in Louisiana, you're going to tell me it's not hard to buy a pistol in there. Or
so we're all
just-
you're gonna get something somewhere. So we're all in agreement for house defense. What about like carrying a pistol,
Like
or
open
something?
carry?
Yeah, or concealed.
It's a bit like I don't know why you have to.
I
Okay,
don't think in
I-
Canada you really need it because we don't have guns.
I think people use
gunshot,
it
like,
when they have
gunfire.
open carry. Like I've seen videos in the States, like they'll flaunt that shit even if it's just road rage.
Yeah, exactly. People use it way too
And
recklessly if they have it.
They don't. They
Yeah.
think just because they have the right to carry it, they can point it at people
There
and
was
use
a-
it to scare people.
There was two dudes, or no, a guy and his wife or girlfriend or something, and she like shot up a car because they were pissed off. Like that's fucking
No, that's
psycho
100%. I'm
behavior.
with that because it's like, if you leave your house with it, you should be, yeah, you're doing something illegal. That's how
Yeah.
I look at it, because
Yeah.
if you can,
If you feel the need to have a gun on you, you're doing something that's you feel like you're going to have to shoot
and
somebody.
not even just that, it's like you always have the option. The first option should always be run away.
Run away,
Always.
get away.
You should
is-
never, no matter
yeah.
what the person has, should always be leave.
That's like when they say for fighting and stuff.
You should not
just-
own a gun if you're the type of person that wants to have that interaction, so you can kill someone.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's all.
Someone that's like,
Yeah.
I hope someone fucks around.
Yeah, you should never own a gun in your lifetime. End of story.
Never
Just because you said
fucking
that.
should.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Hey, I had a buddy at work come
Yeah.
in. He was in the military. What'd he say to us? He's like, I joined the military just so I could shoot people, man.
I know that's the legal way. Isn't that
A lot of
crazy?
people say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know somebody that
But this guy's all fucked up. Like, he's fucking weirdo, man.
I knew someone from school that was super hyped to get on there just to do that. I was like, do you not consider people, you fucking psycho?
Well, if they're shooting at me, then no.
But like, no one's shooting at you right now, but you just want to join in just so you can do it. You know what I
Then
mean?
that person should have to go through some psychiatric fucking
no
screening,
shit.
man. Like,
There's a difference between having the feeling of wanting to defend your country
Yeah,
and
actively going out to like kill.
just kill
to,
people.
to hurt someone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the psychotic break right there.
That's
But you know what? A lot of them say that, but if you ever gave them the chance and they killed someone, they'd probably be mentally fucked up. From
Oh,
it.
yeah.
100%.
I don't think they realize the
The
guilt,
well, not even that,
trauma.
the trauma that it creates in your brain, knowing you took someone's
They
life.
probably think, no, I'm different. Yeah,
They also, a lot of them probably do say that, but then you put them in a situation where they just fucking like
yeah,
had to shoot a kid in Afghanistan or like in the Middle East or something
for whatever reason.
for
Right.
whatever, like, because I've heard stories of military that were in Afghanistan that have had to shoot kids because they were walking up on them with fucking like explosives and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
And like
man.
that you live with that for the rest of your life.
I know people that were special forces here in Canada, other militaries that can't, you know what I mean? Like hardcore dudes that have literally killed people. You know what I mean? Fucking did like assassination missions where they would go in behind enemy lines and fucking kill people. And people act like Canada doesn't do that shit. No, we have.
no, we're hardcore.
We're just that good at it.
We
that
just don't
people
talk about
know.
it.
yeah,
that's-
ain't
that's
we
the thing,
legit?
right?
Like we're crazy. Like in World
Well,
War.
isn't it the JTF?
One?
JTF and then
JTF.
CSOR's another one.
Doesn't there
What?
wasn't World during
No,
World War
no.
One? and
Everyone
World
knows.
War II?
Everyone knows CSOR. Canadian Special Operations Regiment. There's there's
Would
so
that
many
be
of
like our
them.
Black Ops force?
No, that'd be CANSOF.
Cansoff?
Yeah, Canadian Special Forces Operations Command.
Is
CANSOFCOM.
which one's the equivalent to the U.S.?
Like Marine or
what-
like
yeah, what's
Navy
the
SEALs?
J? What is it called?
JTF.
JTF. What's
JTF
that?
too?
What's the equivalent in the U.S.?
Yeah, it's like,
Like
Marines.
Navy SEAls?
Okay, yeah.
That's like Marines. So like,
Okay.
whatever.
So would Navy SEAls be higher up than JTF?
Wait, is Navy SEAls like higher than Marines?
Yes,
Right? Yeah.
yes.
So
Yeah,
then-
Navy
the
SEAls
I honestly
are
don't
like,
know shit about the U.S.
Yeah.
The SEAL special team that took out.
That's like the
Osama.
highest.
they're like the
So that's
fuckers,
JTF.
man.
JTF's
Yeah.
our
Okay,
highest
yeah,
level.
yeah.
Yeah,
You-
that's what I thought.
I've heard like one of my exes, her dad was in the military, and he told us like you could be sitting in a room full of them and not even know that they're there.
Yes.
They're that
These
good
are
at
these are
blending
guys that are
in.
like masters of blending in. But like
I love
yeah,
it.
we really have people like I know hardcore people that have had to do that when you're set in the Middle East and it comes to do or die shit where it's like you were a kid and they said that's the one that fucked me up for the rest.
Oh, yeah.
For the rest of my life wasn't the same after that. It's because I had to kill a child.
How many do you think have retired after they've killed not even just a child, but like killed someone?
Killed someone? A lot
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah,
a lot of them probably have like mental
Just in
problems
Canada
after
or,
it
like,
too.
All
just
time.
in Canada.
Just
I
in-
mean, in all time. Oh
Like,
yeah,
in
probably
history,
a lot.
probably more than half of the people that have joined the military.
Any kind of military. Yeah.
Probably
Well,
like
a lot of
80%.
war fucks a lot of people up, man. Like
I've
you know,
never
you
gotten
might
to
not
kill.
have to like a lot of like the front line people, like the ones that are doing the fucking like what are they called, like the
So like me right now,
and like the labs and stuff, man. Like they see the shit.
like
Oh,
me
yeah.
right now, if I had to kill someone when I go over there, if I had to kill someone,
Mm.
I think I know I could do it. Do I think I could after?
That's it.
After it's done already? Do I think I'd be the
Yeah.
same person? No. No chance.
No, I think at that point you might be like the adrenaline from the situation, or not even just the adrenaline, the
You're-
experience of the
Like,
situation.
it's almost like shell shock.
You know what's
like I know
scarier?
that's PTSD, but like you're in a state of like life or death, like fight or flight.
You know what
Yeah.
the thing is though? Like when I go over there, whenever, because I am gonna go on a tour sometime, but whenever I go over there, I'm like, I hope that happens. Is I kill someone,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, I don't want to do this ever again.
Oh, so okay.
Because I know guys that are
Yeah.
like, I killed someone.
And
It was too easy.
I love seeing the light.
I know guys that are like, it was
Dude.
scary easy. They're like,
I-
it was, you don't understand the power, is what they say.
Yeah, they're like, I love what
The power, eh? So like just
Segura has
shooting
a
at
good
someone,
bit.
how easy it is to just.
You gotta think they're like these these huge guys. They're like 6'6", fucking 300 pounds. They go in, they fucking get someone, and you literally have the power to end someone's life. You know what I
with
mean?
your
Yeah.
hands.
With your bare hands. Yeah, that's what I'm
love it.
saying.
Yeah,
Well, like even like the same guy told me about them, like the blending in thing.
Yeah.
They were on a mission in the middle of the night, and like the JTF were up on a mountain, like 4 or 5 kilometers away, and they needed them to get there. JTF ran that in like 15, 20 minutes, bro. Like 30
Savages.
minutes.
You know how much? You know how like a good kilometer pace is? It's like 8 or 9 minutes. Like if you're doing a kilometer in 8 minutes, that you're fucking moving, man.
yeah, yeah.
And then they have,
yeah.
and plus you think about it, they have all their gear on
Oh,
too,
dude, with the plates on, it's easily like 100. It's probably like 100 pounds.
and they're moving like 30, 35 minutes. I think he said.
Actually, you know what? JTF probably moves light, so it's probably like 60, 70 pounds, but still, that's 60, 70 pounds you have on top of.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
and still making a kilometer in 8-minute pace.
But I mean, these guys,
No, less than that.
these
'cause you
guys,
said,
they
what,
work.
like 19 or something.
I
in
think he said
4 or
like
5 kilometers.
30 minutes. At
Bro,
the
these
max.
fucking dudes,
Still.
you know what their reward for that is? They don't gotta come in to work in a uniform ever.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They get to come to work in
Yeah,
cities
you
every
have
single
to.
day.
You
So
have
like,
to,
what
don't
would they
you?
just be doing on the base? Like, would they just be chilling?
They're hanging out. They're
They're-
having a good time.
They're just
That's
chilling,
all they're
shooting
doing.
the shit, right?
Yeah,
like,
because they're Canada's ultimate. Like when you need us,
we're here.
We'll
we're
do it. We'll
fucking
get it done,
here.
and then we'll just chill. I mean,
They're
I
the
get-
ultimate. Yo, don't fucking bug us unless shit is happening.
Yeah, that's true. That's like any kind of war games we've played. Our main characters have been like, "Listen, don't come get us until shit hits the fan, and then we're there."
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like the legendary shit you hear is like a lot of it's true.
How do you feel about wearing uniform all the time?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
Annoying?
cool.
Cool. Ah.
Do you think our camo scheme is kind of like
Right now, I actually kind of love it.
Like the
I'm not gonna
digital
lie.
camo?
Yeah, I've seen the new ones we're supposed to get, and it's
What? There's
Like-
upgrades? Tell us.
Yeah, there's, like-
Exclusive first time.
no, this is known stuff that it's like we're supposed to go to a different pattern and stuff.
Why
and
did they switch it up?
It's constantly changing, just depending on the environment we're in as well, depending on deployments and things.
That's
like
why
that.
when they went to Australia, Afghanistan, they had the sand
Desert
suits,
ones,
desert
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
camo.
I know.
right?
Yeah.
So every military does it. It's not a secret.
But you know what's weird, man? I feel like that's how I used to know when I could see when a soldier was either getting ready to go to Afghanistan or just got back when they were wearing the sand boots, like
Yeah.
the sand colored boots.
I don't really
You know
pay
that
attention
they're
that much,
they're getting
so-
ready to either go over or they have been there
Oh yeah.
and they have the
Does
desert camo.
has camo like advanced at all? Like, is it really good?
I mean, camo's all depends.
Is it just been the same?
Depends on what you mean.
Like the blending in and stuff, like just your colored outfit.
No.
Rather, yeah, I figured.
It's just there's been different designs that are obviously better suited now, but like I mean something that worked back in 1930 worked just as good today. I mean fucking Simo Hea laying in the snow
Oh, that fire.
with just a white suit on. We'll fucking still use those now.
Didn't
Just
he,
laying in the snow. Oh, he had like
something like no sniper glint. He was using something with no.
no,
was
he has
that-
like I don't know how many. He has like 600 confirmed kills in
Was
World
it-
War II or something.
Yeah, was it him or was it
sniper.
a different one where he did he didn't use a scope. It was literally iron sight.
No, I think that was him
Dude, he took out like everybody.
So
because of the scope glint.
I heard a
he
conspiracy
Finnish?
about like since we're talking
Yeah.
about camouflage and shit, that Russia has a tank that can mirror its surrounding, so it looks like it's invisible.
I had heard that before,
Russia
yeah.
propaganda.
But I mean, all you'd have to look at it through is a heat sensor to see the fucking engine running.
Would you?
So-
Would you be able to reflect?
Unless they're learned, like they have that
reflect
type of.
that?
They have that, yeah.
Yeah.
They do, yeah.
There's no way that we not we, but like the people of the world doesn't have shit like that for sure.
Well, invisibility, you could mirror your surroundings and it looks invisible.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot
if
of
you're in the
mirror
woods,
tricks.
if you're sitting in the woods and you mirror your surroundings, it's just gonna look like the woods. But like if you're sitting right here next to me and you try to mirror our surroundings, we're gonna tell you're not invisible.
It's a little tough.
Yeah, invisibility in like a moving state. That's the hardest part, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because you could just tell it's like something's off here.
Yeah,
like what's going on?
Exactly.
So do you guys like think that we have like? Do you think the U.S. has like invisible shit like for military?
Fuck,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
bad that we always have to talk about the U.S.
Well, I just feel like because the U.S. is the most
Yeah, the most
advanced
technologically
yeah,
advanced,
they're
yeah.
the most advanced
they spend
military in the
most
world.
money.
Aren't
Oh.
they're the like most they spend the most in the world on their
And they-
military?
Oh, it's
aren't they
insane
the-
amounts.
Yeah, they're the biggest military.
I'm gonna Google what their budget
Yeah,
was last year. Well,
something-
what they say on Google, anyways.
Yeah, something fucking stupid too. Like they spend.
I want to
stupid
say it's like
amount.
$800 billion,
US
something like that. It's like almost a trillion.
military
I think so.
budget,
But yeah, I think they do for sure have something like that. I mean,
2023
about 1,000%.
defense budget 816 billion on the
that
the
sounded right.
defense department. Joe Biden signed it.
You don't know how much we spend in Canada?
Not
I
even
actually
a
don't
billion.
know. Yeah.
Not even right.
I don't know how many billions
Canadian.
actually. That's a great
Oh
question.
no, yeah, we probably do.
Military.
It's a
couple,
It's,
but like
it's
not-
quite a few, but not like that. I think it's like it's probably like you take ours and multiply it by 10, and that's the U.S. But to be fair, they have like 10 times the people.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We're DND, right? Department of
Yeah.
National Defense estimates that 2023 and 2024 are roughly 26.5 billion.
Okay, so not even.
Not even.
Not even. Yeah.
Comprised of various votes as well as the statutory funding, mainly comprised of funding related to employee benefit plans totaling approximately 1.7 billion.
I mean, when I bitch about stuff, it's I'm not even like doing any cutting edge stuff because like I'm not complaining about anything that isn't unknown because the literal chief of defense staff, I'm pretty sure
Like lets everybody know.
that came
By-
out and said,
It says by 2030 we'll be spending 1.76% of GDP.
which is so like every G10 nation should be spending like 2% of their GDP on defense.
Yeah, wasn't that recently come out that they wanted that?
Yeah.
The UN wanted that up or something.
Yeah.
Right. Which okay, I guess I don't know.
Right? Doesn't make any sense.
2% isn't a lot, right?
Depends.
When you're talking
But yeah,
$400 billion,
I was gonna say
2% a lot of
2% 's a
money.
lot.
I was gonna
yeah.
say yeah, it
Fuck.
depends.
Yeah.
Your total.
800 billion, you take 2% of that, that's a lot of money.
No, is 800 billion 2% of what they have?
Like, is that what 2% equals out for them?
Yeah,
eh?
like yeah, it's
Oh,
800.
okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
get what you
800.
mean. That's
Yeah,
insane.
you could see it.
How much money do you think they have? A lot.
The U.S.
None,
Yeah.
they're in debt. They owe
Well, I-
$900 trillion.
obviously, that's true.
But
They
every
have a
country's
lot.
in debt.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Is there
I
actually
hate
any
that.
countries that aren't in debt?
No.
Technically, like China and Russia or whatever. Technically.
Oh,
Yeah,
'cause
but you're
everyone
telling
owes
me
them.
that they don't
It's not
owe
Russia.
money?
Russia's in debt. China's in debt. The debt-based system is fucked. It's not.
Yeah.
That's exactly why they're trying to get rid of the U.S. petrodollar. It's because of that. No debt-based system anymore. They want to use bargaining essentially. That's what
Mm.
BRICS wants to go back to. China and Russia.
Why? Because they know that nobody's fucking paying them. That they're,
Exactly,
their
yeah.
debt back.
Singapore is one of Asia's only countries to not have any debt.
There you go.
That's fire.
You see what's
I heard-
happening? You see
I
what's
heard
happening in
Singapore's
Japan
cool.
right now?
Yeah, but that would
No.
mean that their country's shit because they're not borrowing money to
No,
like,
maybe they
make
can pay it
anything
off.
better.
No, maybe they can pay it off.
Do you know how we've had like constantly changing inflation?
Yeah.
China's had literally like Japan's had like zero inflation for fucking decades.
What?
Yeah, I know they've had periods of negative inflation where they're giving you money to take out loans, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't want to talk about Japan. I mean, that's not true. I just recently was reminded about the shit that they have done to people.
What, Japan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're extremely xenophobic.
And the was it rape of Nanking, where they where's it Nanking, South Korea or something?
Oh,
Were they?
Like back in like the 30s, you're talking about?
Yeah. Like the
Oh,
shit that they would do.
Dude, the Sino-Japanese wars back in those days before World War II, from like the 20s up until probably World War II, I think it was like 30, 40 million people died because of the shit Japan was doing. They were selling sex slaves. They were fucking torturing people. They were doing bad shit.
Do you hear what they did to babies? They would
Fuck.
throw them up in the air and catch them on their bayonet.
Yeah, there you go.
And like that, they really just didn't
I
give a
could see Zach
shit.
doing that 100%. Just
It's horrible to think. Like it's psycho. He doesn't defend himself, but okay.
literally.
I didn't even hear any of that. I'm sorry,
You're
boys.
throwing
Sorry.
babies up and catching them on your bayonet.
Oh, the Japanese.
Yes, yeah, he knows.
He knows.
It's fucked up, man.
It says
I love
the
anime,
reason
though.
why they don't have it. I'm still looking at this debt shit.
Okay, yeah, go
They
ahead.
said the reason why Singapore doesn't have any debt is because their investment returns are more than sufficient to cover debt servicing costs.
Exactly.
So where do like yeah because well Singapore is in a specific situation because like where do 99% of the world's fucking chips for their microprocessors and shit come from?
Oh, right.
Singapore.
Isn't the
So they're just
head
a
of
rich
NVIDIA from there? Is it the
Yeah,
woman or the?
I'm pretty sure.
So are
Is
they?
that-
Is
no,
it
the
rich
woman
there?
AMD? No, she might be from for AMD.
Since they
I
have
remember.
so many microchip like processing units, would it be rich there?
No,
Uh,
Singapore's
like-
legit. Yeah.
like
no, I mean,
like
like,
NVIDIA.
would it be a rich country since
It
they
is.
have?
Yeah.
It's honestly a pretty high end country. Yeah, Singapore now.
I heard about their like airports and stuff are like crazy.
Now because of that, like the market there and things like that, technology, in Singapore, is a huge market.
I heard they're super strict on stuff though. Like,
Well, it was like you smoke weed there and they fucking kill you or something.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
something like
Singapore
that.
or
That's
is that
Thailand, right?
Thailand?
no,
Is
I
it-
think it was Singapore. I think it was like
I can't
like
remember now.
if you brought something in like
They have a
weed, you're
zero
right.
drug tolerance.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
zero.
like-
I think it
crazy
might have been
shit.
Thailand.
No,
No.
I think Thailand, but they probably both. But I heard Singapore
Mhm.
was super strict on stuff like that too. Which I don't know, maybe. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's not Thailand because they decriminalized weed.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't Thailand the one where you're gay that kill you? Isn't that Thailand? No, I swear to God, I think it's Thailand.
Oh, there was who was the one that was doing militias against the drug?
Oh, I can't remember.
That's
Fuck.
a different country. It's
All I know
completely
is we need
different country.
organized crime back. Not criminals. We need organized crime, not gangsters. We need the mob back.
In the mob.
Yeah.
Hey.
Things are better when the mob's around, man.
Yeah.
Look at World War II.
A bunch of fucking Italians fighting. That's
Yeah.
why they were fighting. Well, the American
Laws
Italians.
in Singapore permit that the death penalty for people convicted of trafficking more than 15 grams of heroin,
Oh, there you go.
heroin.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
30
still
grams of cocaine.
a lot.
That's a little more
only
than an ounce.
I was
Yeah.
gonna...
200
Same time.
fast.
250 grams
Still.
of meth. Or if you got caught at 500 grams of weed, death penalty.
Man, that's
Told
like
you.
what? That's like a pound, a couple pounds. I
Yeah.
don't
A
even remember. That's a pound. right?
456 is a pound, I
450
think.
Yeah.
So
Fuck,
little.
So
the guy knows
over a
exactly.
pound.
Holy
I know.
fuck.
Have to, it's part of my job.
Yeah, if you got to talk to your job, if you see if the dispensary wants to sponsor this, I'm open to sponsor.
They don't do shit.
I'm open to sponsors. You know. Oh man, that's you know what. We have three very unique perspectives on things, so we have everything covered. Not everything, but you know,
A wide range.
a wider range. Yeah. Do we have any more conspiracy theories? Covered a lot of them.
Gaga.
What?
That the cheese don't stink.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, listen.
E.
There- Let's say something really gross. Never mind.
Yeah. Let me cut you off right here.
Okay, wait. No. Here's the real question.
Okay.
What's everybody playing this week? What are we playing? What's the game?
I saw UFC 5.
UFC 5, man.
What
there's
about
only
everything-
a fucking free trial for that.
What?
Oh, nut.
What's
Well,
everything? What do we all can play?
What do you want to play?
Do we want to play anything? Is there
Are
anything?
you gonna make me play Fortnite again?
Did you get on?
You didn't
Yeah, I
even.
actually did.
No, not with me.
Well, no, I was playing with my little sister.
Oh.
But
Oh,
I just broke 500 hours on my PlayStation for Fortnite
holy shit!
since I got it last Christmas.
Yeah, I was gonna say. How many days is
It's
that?
25 days.
Holy fuck.
Played on Fortnite
Last
in
year?
2 years.
Full days.
last year alone, Oh no, I probably had my account for like 2 years now. I think I have like 60 days on League of Legends in one account on 2 years. If I did everything from the time that I started,
I was
dude,
gonna
I would
say.
probably have more than like a year, maybe.
I was gonna say this is a new account.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why'd you start
Everything
new
gets
one?
banned.
Boys, one of
I
my
have. I'm on account number 14.
Holy fuck!
one
He's
of my
addicted,
buddies,
bro. He's
we
addicted.
all know him. He was playing GTA like when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
When he stopped playing it, he had 6 months of gameplay played.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
GTA.
That
GTA.
makes sense.
Like,
That's
yeah,
fair.
that's
Wait,
crazy.
he played it that much? I'm shocked.
When it
Actually,
first
man.
came out, yeah,
Damn,
man.
That's crazy.
I know. Like, there's a couple people like that. They were just always on GTA.
You know
I'm
who
like,
I was gonna say
bored.
either. I was gonna say like Kurt.
Yeah,
That's what I
Yeah,
was gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, him and starts with an
Yeah.
M.
I mean, we're just dropping
Yeah.
first names. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we don't got to. They don't know last names. We're good.
Yeah, well, who's gonna have their full government name on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some few people that really obsessed with like GTA.
If you didn't start playing it when it came out, you're not going to have fun playing online anymore.
I don't do
Like,
much
you run
on
into
there.
people that are like level 3,000. What the fuck are you supposed to do?
I've had my account since 360 and it's only like 170.
Yeah, but we don't play every fucking day
That's
for
true.
4 hours a day every fucking day for 10
And
years.
run the same missions over
For
and
10
over
years.
and
that
over.
that annoys the shit out of me. I could never. That's
Like-
why I only play it for a little bit and then I'm like,
Like, hey guys, we just finished the heist. What now? Oh yeah, you want to get that card? Now we gotta do that heist again about 4 more times.
and they are happy to do it.
I know, because I remember the last time I played GTA 5, like with Nick and all them, we did the same heist like 5 times so
Like,
that
they
we could
weren't
get
bored?
enough money to buy a bunker.
And they weren't bored.
And they weren't bored. They were loving it.
We're like,
it was like
guys!
it was a different mission every time we played for
Oh
them.
my
It was like, what the hell, man?
Nothing fucking changed, and they still think, "Oh wow, this is so
Just some
exciting!"
new content.
What? Fuck.
Love this. This is goddamn
Oh
crazy.
wow, I never saw this the first time we went and did
Yeah.
it. Oh my.
Like I played this mission 20 times and I never noticed that.
I don't know. I don't know how people can grind out certain games. Like I thought I could. I'm not a grind out person. I really can't.
I never even
really
played Red Dead Online.
Which
It's
one?
one-
The first one?
It's one thing when you come into like big, I guess I don't know. It's when you're having fun
Yeah.
and like I don't know. It's weird with GTA specifically because it's so cookie cutter shit
Yeah.
that it's like the same, like you said, the same mission over and over and
You're
over
doing the
and over.
same thing.
Like
fuck,
I
man.
love when you get a
Driving that
group of
you're doing the
people and
same
you
thing
play
is
like the
worse.
game modes, like where you like let's say you try and knock each other off the edge of a building with
Oh
the
my
cars,
God, I love
or
it.
like you
Stuff
have to
like that's
stand at the
fun, yeah.
bottom and try and dodge everybody coming down on the cars.
Oh, it's so fucking.
Those
fun.
are what make GTA fun with a group of people, not
Yeah.
running the same missions over every day.
Wow, that's just lame.
Oh man, that's true. So we're all gonna have to hop on for it. What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
When do you guys think we're gonna get a second trailer for GTA? I heard May.
Probably towards the end of the year.
I heard May because I think it was supposed to be when like this quarterly, like for the fucking market or like the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the first like
The
4
first
months
quarter
first
of the
quarters.
fucking
First
Yeah,
4
so
months.
The
the
Q1
financial thing.
Yeah, Q1 ends April.
Yeah, so
And
they were
April,
thinking
yeah.
at the beginning of May, since the new one's
Beginning of
starting, to
Q2.
keep people entertained and interested.
You don't need to do anything for GTA. They'll
No,
fucking
it's
be
true.
interested.
The hype for GTA 6, I think, is going to ruin it because I think people are going to expect it to be something like it's
Well-
going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be what people are expecting. Like when they
hype-
show them beaches packed full of NPCs, that's not going to be like that.
It might be because they
Depends on the leap they make, man. Because
That's
the
what I'm
leap,
saying.
This could be the next.
the leap from GTA 4 to GTA 5 was still huge, even though it was technically the exact same thing. The amount of extra stuff you could do in GTA 5 and
I honestly found
Yeah.
the physics and shit in GTA 4 were better.
a lot of people
I like
do.
I like the car stuff,
Like
where
the
you
leaning
crunch in.
and like the car crashes,
But speaking-
like the damage to your vehicles
Speaking
were.
specifically to hype though, like GTA 5 had an insanity amount of hype. Red Dead 2 had an insanity amount of hype.
Red Dead 2, besides online, lived up and or past
Oh,
it.
Jesus
Lived up or
fucking
past
Christ.
it.
That fucking story at the end,
Spoilers.
I'm
If
not
we
gonna
talk
we're not
say
gonna talk
now,
about it, but like,
but like it had me like,
and also if you haven't,
no,
if you
like,
have
get
not,
up.
right? Like if you have not played Red Dead 2 yet, go play it right now because you're doing yourself an extreme disservice.
I think games like that might get people that I don't like or that I know into games because there's more.
Yeah.
I think
It's almost like a movie.
I 100% believe that there is a video game for every single person on the planet. No matter what the genre or style it is, there's gonna be one game where it just connects with you and you'll have fun. Because there's some people that I know, where they're not gamers and they're like, oh, I never do it. I'm like, listen, just play this game. It's just a like story. Like I would recommend Red Dead, and not.
I love campaign.
I would
games.
just to be like, wow, that was a video game that I played. Holy fuck! Like, what this opened a door for me for this.
Well, also, it's like a cuck culture right now. It's lame as shit because it's like, oh, you know what? This reviewer didn't like this game, and it's not a 95 out of 100. I don't like it already automatically. Like, no, dude, just fucking play the game yourself.
Yeah,
I don't even understand why them critics are like, who are the critics? You know what I mean? Like, who just because you say you didn't like the game isn't going to mean I'm not going to like the game.
Yeah.
Like, just because you rated a 4 out of 10 doesn't mean the community isn't going to rate it a 10 out of 10.
This is the exact argument why video games are art. This is because art interacts with people differently, the same way movies are art.
Yeah.
And, obviously painting and shit like that is art. Music is art.
Yeah.
Because it has different impact to different people.
Affects you differently.
Yeah, I could see some people being fans of certain critics because they're like, hey, listen, I listened to you one time and
you were wrong.
No, you're right, because if they like the critic, and you're like, oh, you have similar tastes, so I'm gonna trust your opinion.
Yeah,
which I understand, but then you have to keep an open mind where they're like, certain critics, you're like, I'll just go check it out for myself.
Like, you just get this whole genre, like this whole group of people, not genre, but just like this whole group of people that are just like, oh, this critic said the game shit,
not playing
garbage, not playing
they
it.
base it off of what everybody else says instead of taking their own consideration of the game.
You know what? I'm so bad for that a lot of the time. Like I'll hype on, not I'll hype, but I'll jump on like the hype train or the shitting on it train with certain people. I'm like, yeah, but you know what people have been saying? It's trash. It's like, have you played it? No, I really haven't. But that's
well, like sometimes when a game is trash, it takes watching a video to realize it's fucking trash.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So, like, it doesn't happen too often.
Have you ever played a video game, seen someone make a good point about it, and then your idea of the video game kind of changes? You're like, I really like that, and then someone made a good point, and you're like, oh, did I really like that? Like it changed.
Yeah, for sure.
I think something's like, even though I enjoyed the experience and it was fun or whatever, if I see someone make a good point and stuff, I'm like, ooh, you know what? That kind of did. You're right. That
like
kind
Call
of
of
did
Duty.
change.
I think if I like it, I like it. You know what I mean?
mine-
If someone tries to say, "Hey, this is wrong with it,"
That's fair.
That's true.
I might acknowledge the fact that, like,
You're like, oh, I
fuck,
see
that is
why
kind of
you-
weird. I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll always be like, but that
Like-
game was fucking awesome.
Like Call of Duty, like, do I believe in like a fucking, what's it called? There's some people that are so brainwashed by Call of Duty, they believe in like a continuity timeline of the story and shit like that. People actually play Call of Duty for the story and things like that.
But like take it super
When
serious.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I was a kid, I used to do that all the time. I love that shit.
I don't
But
play
now-
Call of Duty campaign. I love Call of Duty
No,
campaign.
But now,
we're
if you
not
play,
shitting on that.
no, but no, that's what I'm shitting on. Is all I'm saying is, like, if you're playing Call of Duty campaign and you like it, yeah, by all means, fucking enjoy it. Other people are like, oh man, this Call of Duty campaign was so fucking bad, I didn't like it. It's like,
Why are you playing the campaign?
no,
then?
it's not even just that. It's just like, maybe you didn't like the writing and how it was written.
Yeah, that's true.
And things like that, sure, but that doesn't mean other people aren't gonna like it. There's not, like, when people do reviews, it's a lot more. They present it as objective, as this game is shit, rather than subjective. Whereas, in my opinion, this game is bad.
Yeah, I personally didn't like it. Yeah.
What's your guys' takes on them, like, doing like remastered versions of games that have already been released?
Depends.
Like, what did you think of them redoing Modern Warfare 2? Did you think that, or Modern Warfare?
That was dog shit because it like
They fucked up a lot of different
because it
stuff.
wasn't the exact same thing.
Well, I just feel
that's
like the
the
games
thing.
aren't even fucking old enough for that to get that nostalgia out of it, is it?
It's not, at this
Um,
point, I
COD
don't know.
4
They might
was.
be
COD 4 was old enough.
just because.
COD
But-
4, yeah, but like
but-
Modern Warfare 2, like I don't know, we played that so much. Like,
You didn't play that much.
I played a lot of local on that.
Yeah,
with Nick.
local, yes. And I maybe if you're over at my house, we played.
Yeah,
But
like Knife
yeah,
Wars and stuff.
we played the fuck out of it online.
See, I didn't have internet.
Yeah. And I think you're a PS3 that time too. Around then,
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
I'm sure you were.
we were big 360.
Yeah, because I think I
nerds.
started playing on Xbox when Black Ops came out.
Oh yeah,
Because I played the fuck
Was that
out of
2011?
that.
Because you started playing, and then
2010.
the old.
Because that was the only
name?
game I ever got to like third prestige on.
The old Ken Roxanne there. Fucking-
Oh my God. right.
He played that a lot. He loved that game.
Oh.
Little Reggie.
Yeah, little Reggie. Yeah, he would literally fuck that guy. Yeah, thing about video games. There's one video game that I can't stop recommending to everybody, but they won't take their time out to play it. And it's because that's how I get like that all the time, though. I'm like, this is so good, and I try and recommend it to people, and they're like, I'll check it out when
What
I
fucking
can.
game is it? What game?
The Disco Elysium, boring as fuck.
That's the one. That's
I
the
knew as soon as
What
they
is
said
it?
that.
That's the one.
Disco Elysium. It just doesn't hook me. I can't play it.
I thought, yeah. Oh,
I started playing it. I played a little bit, and then the exposition just got way too crazy.
It's for whatever reason it clicked, and I don't like politics.
If I'm in the
I
right
get
mood,
not
yeah.
confused, but
If
like,
I'm in the right mood for those type of games, it's actually really good. I play it every once in a while.
yeah,
But-
that's what I don't know what it was. I just played it, and it just I think because how it started off for me, it was
Funny as shit,
so
yeah.
fun, so funny, and it's just I was like, what the fuck am I playing? And then that's why Dill's surprised that he's like, I'm surprised that you like that as much as you do. I was like, I don't know, because I don't like the whole politics things, and there's this heavy like talk of politics.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what this means, maybe, but there's just the story and the feel and the vibes and stuff. Oh,
Pretty damn
it's
good.
so good. I love it. I knew you knew what I was gonna fucking say. But even there's games and there's movies and stuff.
Do
that
you
I'm
just point your
so-
mouse where you want them to walk?
It depends. I think on
that's
console.
it's a CRPG. It's a text RPG.
Read
Yeah.
a book?
If I like
a
reading
book.
books, that's the thing.
I don't even I don't even consider this a video game.
You're stupid. So
That's
Like-
the original video game sermon, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been
That's
a
a
video
video
game
game.
fan if that was
That's
the
a
case,
video
man. Because
game.
these games are fucking boring.
you know what? I
If I want to read a story and get
No.
a story from reading, I'll just read a book.
Well, that's why video games were niche for a long time, because it
Yeah,
wasn't
they-
a big audience.
they have the
Yeah,
wrong opinion.
I
of video
like
games,
need
I don't
some
know.
like action and like some stimulation to the brain, not just like
I know because you're
real
just simple
slow
minded. Okay.
and fucking dull. I'm watching gameplay for the Disco Elysium and it seems fucking boring.
Well,
bro.
listen, don't worry. I wasn't recommending it to you. I have probably before.
I would never play a game like
I have
this.
before.
I'd never. I'd get a
Never.
headache. I'd get a headache. I'd get a headache because of how boring it is. I'd get irritated.
Oh my god, you irritate me.
No, bro. Why do I
Yes.
want to sit there and read, man?
Oh my, because you're a fucking child.
No, I'm playing a video game to play, not to read.
That is the. Oh god, that's just a part of it. Fuck, man.
I just watched I skimmed through 3 hours and they were doing the same fucking thing the whole 3 hours.
Yeah, but then if you soak up in the story while you're playing, it's a different. You feel different. Do you know what I mean? If
So
you're
why
gonna
can't
skip
they
through,
just
you're
do it
like,
like
"Oh,
Life
it's the
is
same."
Strange, where you actually get to fucking pick shit?
Did you like Life is Strange?
Yeah, I did like Life is Strange.
That's weird. Because I loved it.
See, that's more.
I
that's-
loved it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's more. There's actual like things going on,
But
and
you
like,
get to pick shit in that game too.
oh
Like,
god,
what do you mean?
boys, it's
Yeah.
just I don't like the whole over top view either.
No, that's
like,
fair. That's just a game design
That-
choice that you
that's
don't like.
true,
You just
yeah.
don't like those type of games.
the game. Yeah,
But like, you still like those type of games in the aspect of making choices and shit like that. Choices that actually matter.
yeah,
Or
like
else you wouldn't have liked.
Life is
Life
Strange was
Strange.
good, but
Exactly.
like that just doesn't seem fun.
Well, that's fair.
I don't know. Maybe you might.
Maybe not for me, anyways.
Yeah.
That's true. You might find something that a game like that, but like has a certain genre about it. And you're like, oh wow, now I fucking understand why people enjoy it. But maybe there's just not one out there right now.
Yeah, I'd just rather watch a cutscene.
Like, do you ever play like, let's say NBA? Like, you ever play 2K in the past, and then or I guess NBA Live, and then you sim through the season to get to the playoffs?
No, I played every game.
You played every game? Yeah, see, you're fucking psycho.
Yes, absolutely
Yeah,
psycho.
yes, yes. I mean, this guy's psychotic.
Psychotic.
Well, I was gonna say that's the same idea. where
Like
you
when I
just
play
skip.
NHL,
Yeah.
I literally play I play a game, sim a game.
Still,
So
you're
I play like
psycho.
40 some games to get through a season
Yeah,
to
crazy.
get to the
But that's-
playoffs.
Yeah, but that's like the same idea though.
Yeah.
So like,
No, we talked about this
Yeah.
before, and I do get that, but like, I'm not sitting there
control.
reading the story and like.
no, I get that. I
It
get
did. I don't know that the whole.
Like I
you're really
understand the
against
player
reading.
progression thing, like I do get that, but like
Yeah.
it's just
I think you're.
there's just not enough
Is
going
it just
on.
the reading thing?
I
No,
was
it's not
gonna
even
say-
just that it's reading. It's just it seems very dull and
The thing I have
boring
is-
and just nothing to it.
The
Like
thing is, did you like Infinity War? Did you like that series of Marvels? Did you like the whole Endgame stuff?
yeah,
So like, it could all be fucking written. It was all written.
yeah, no,
Is
yeah.
it because of the movement, like the actual action? Is that what it is? You need something on the screen.
I need something going
Yeah,
on.
that's
Yeah,
all- that's
like
what I
if I'm
figured.
playing a game, I want it to be visually like fucking amazing and like
Yeah.
holy fuck.
Which is fair. You would like those type of games where it's like a bullet hell, where shit's just going crazy. and
Yeah.
you just fucking kill everything. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, that type of thing. That's your style, yeah.
The only thing say I'm wide variety. I like
very
I-
fast paced games.
I like a variety of like if it's a good game's a good game. It's a good fucking game.
Like
you
at some
can't-
points I thought
you
Red Dead
can't
was
argue.
so slow.
But yeah, I
Like the
I
traveling
thought it was
around.
For what?
Red Dead.
oh just the
Sometimes
beginning
it's so slow.
like the beginning
Uh,
snow
like for
area.
the
Depends,
traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people
depends.
have fun. Still had fun even though
Oh,
how slow
I
it is.
loved. Yeah, I still did it.
I thought it was kind of
It just all
boring.
Boys, you
depends.
think that's psychotic that I sit down and play a full season of
100% yes.
fucking
You
like?
should never do
You
that.
don't-
That's fucking. What's
don't-
wrong
Well, how
with
do you get your guy to get better if you're not playing
You
the
sim the
games?
fucking-
Yeah, but he's not scoring what he could be scoring if you're playing.
So you're just juicing the numbers because you're playing against AI?
No, I limit
Yeah.
myself to 2 goals, 3 assists a game.
Woo!
Oh, 5 fucking points a game.
This
Fucking
guy.
I don't know.
Like, even F1, I'll play a full
But-
fucking season, 23 races, man.
So then, okay.
20
so,
laps a race.
So then, like,
how do you not
that's-
find that boring?
It does get boring.
That is the exact same idea of grinding. That's the same thing.
Yeah, no, it does get boring,
I
bro.
Why
can't-
is
I
that
got-
interesting to you,
grind.
though?
No, there is
Yeah.
times where I'm like, I'm done with this.
That's
right
me
now.
with
I just
golf.
gotta shut this
That's
off.
me with golf. I
Yep.
love to play every
I think
round.
that's just sports. Like I
It's
think
boring as fuck, though.
it might be sports game in general is very repetitive because
Yeah,
it's just
probably.
the same thing over and over again.
It's boring as fuck. man.
But I don't know, there's just something about it that keeps me
Listen.
watching my guy get better
I mean,
and his
yeah.
overall going up. Like I don't know, it's just something about that.
You
I
know, you
think
go ahead. Go ahead.
a big part of it too is my dad was really into like sports games,
I can
and
see it.
he would sit down and play an 80 game season and not simulate
That's
a game.
crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know. You guys have anything better to do? Fuck, that's crazy.
I have a lot, but I'm not going to be sitting there just fucking reading.
The reason I grind is for that exact the progression, like you said, seeing your character get better.
And
That's
I
the
understand
best
that that is in like those games.
I don't.
Like,
I haven't found a game where I'm able to grind out like that. The grinding part that I don't like is where you repeat stuff just to get better and better gear and stuff. That thing wears on me very quick. But grinding to get better and like doing different things to get better and better and grinding that way, I don't get as tired as that of that.
see, that's why I like with the NHL 24, they brought the whole aspect in of like game challenges and like you can answer questions with reporters that make it so you have certain stats you have to hit that game
Yeah.
or like stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You
And
know
they're
what?
not the same every game anymore.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think you should widen your horizons. I don't mean jump into
You know,
games that I like.
I gave
You know what I mean?
gave Horizon Forbidden West a try, and
I feel like that you'd connect with that.
I tried, but I didn't like the whole
There's
crafting and like
there's certain issues that I have with it.
inventory and like how you have to collect certain things to craft certain things so that you can progress. But it doesn't show you where to collect them things. Like
See, that's a bit of a hybrid. That's a bit of an RPG aspects in an actual like
Mhm.
action adventure game.
A little bit, yeah.
Like some open world is good in a campaign based game, but like I like when you just have one trail to follow, man, and then you just go like God of War. Fuck, I love them games. Spider-Man, love those games.
like I said, I like the first one.
You know what's fucking AIDS about God of War?
What?
They try to make Kratos into this good guy.
I know.
In,
Hey,
those,
listen, he's
in,
been
it's like-
through
in
hell.
God of War Ragnarok, they try to
Yeah.
make him into this like, oh, look at him with this kid. He's
taking
this
over.
good dad. Nah,
You play God of War.
motherfucker.
Go play
Hey,
God of War
listen.
3
Go
and
play
see
the
that
first three.
Kratos.
Go play the first 3 God of Wars.
When you can literally sit there and pummel
And you're
Zeus's
tearing
face
people
in
apart.
Did
for
you
like
know,
5 minutes until you don't want to press the button anymore.
Did you know he's stronger in the Ragnarok than he is in the other ones?
Yeah.
Because the older he gets, the stronger he gets. That's the head creatives that created it. So he is stronger now. But
I also think like his rage is under control
yeah,
compared to the first 3.
well, because the whole story is what he gets tricked
He should-
into killing his family.
I mean, his rage should never be under control, though.
It
Like,
is and
should-
isn't.
That
He's
was
just-
the
he just
whole
knows how to-
concept of
I know.
it,
I'm just
right?
saying,
Like,
is like
his concept was that he was rage filled.
the idea of Kratos is that he's the full embodiment of rage, of never ending like bloodlust to kill, of vengeance. Rage
Yeah.
and vengeance is literally Kratos. Like, so that's what kind of makes me weird about those games. Why I don't like playing them as much. They're good games.
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
playing wise, but it's just if I'm gonna go into the story, and
Yeah.
that's the
I
only thing.
with Ragnarok's the newest one that just came out, right?
Yeah.
I found the combat boring.
Yeah, I really didn't
Found it
give a
very repetitive.
I
There
don't-
wasn't many like
I
know
literally
if I
I
played
got
that.
my ass
different
kicked,
moves. There wasn't
to be
many
honest.
different moves, man. Well, like the boss fights on that game, man. There was one boss I was stuck on there for 3.5 hours.
Oh, sometimes that's how it is. yeah.
Like, man, I literally had to watch a YouTube video
what
on
we
what
have
to
to
do.
You know what we have to do? Get this guy to play like Dark Souls with us or
no,
something.
he'd kill himself.
Look at his face. He'd be
He would literally
pissed off.
uninstall it. He'd be like,
He'd
I'm
be
not
so
playing this
mad.
anymore, guys.
The medieval games, eh?
Oh, it's not even that. You might not like the aspect. Maybe you'll
I've
do
seen
it if we
gameplay. Looks
play-
like it's pretty fun.
if
how
we
hard
yeah
it
if we
is.
played together.
And I
you'd be
think
like,
that's why I would enjoy it because of how hard it is.
no, you would fucking hate yourself.
Is
You'd
it
be-
backwards
so
compatible? Is it
pissed.
on Game Pass?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm installing it when I get home,
I think
boys.
so.
Dark
I
Souls
think it's
2?
just, oh no, I think it's just the first one, or maybe 2 is on there. I'm not sure actually.
Which one's harder?
It depends actually.
Yeah, it depends.
So is that like a? Could
Elden
we
Ring's
play
fire,
that
though.
together? Could we do like a 3-player
Yeah, we can join your
campaign?
game.
Yeah. Get you on those games. Well, I think it's at that time we had a real long episode today.
Tabernacle cool is. That's pretty deadly. You can make 2 out of that.
Good.
Damn
Good.
boy.
Extra long, extra special this week.
So they say about my
Okay. Well.
my feet.
But did anyone else want to say anything before we?
My very girthy feet, eh?
Jesus Christ. Well, that's all, folks. Have a good one. Have a good,
See you
week.
guys next week.
And goodbye.